Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Are you jealous, ugly bitches? Let's get this far fast. This is very perfect black ass. And guess what? Today, you're one of those bitches. Cause I'm a boss.
I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Hell no.
Damn, I have to pull that up. Well, hello. I know it's late, but y'all, I had to take me a nap. I had to take me a nap. I had to take some medicine. I don't know if it's allergy season, but like I got back from getting my hair done and I had every intent to do this live, but I don't know, I had the sniffles and it was just a mess. And so I was like, dang, but I really want to talk about this because I've been waiting on Teyana Taylor to respond. And I was like, yes, she responded because listen, people are running with the headlines and y'all don't look into what actually went down in their marriage. And it's so frustrating. And I would have to agree with Teyana Taylor because she's putting it out there that she thinks Iman is behind the media and the headline the media and headlines trying to villainize her and make it seem like she's this horrible person or she was this horrible person after the divorce and things like that. So it's just crazy how all of a sudden these things are rolling out when he's wanting to promote something. And I see this a lot with celebrities. So for me, on my end, based off of what I'm seeing, it's believable because I will never forget. I always use this as a great example. Like a lot of people are always like, why do you talk about celebrities? Why do you talk about celebrities? Celebrities literally need us to talk about them so that they can promote their projects, their services, or whatever they're selling. And so one thing I noticed with Ray J, I will never forget. He posted just like a random, what I thought to be random, what we all thought to be random as bloggers. He posted a random video of him and Princess going at it. And it was when he was in Vegas and he was caught cheating. And around that time, he was selling his scooters. He was selling the scooters or he was rolling out like his scooters or whatever like that. And so around that time, he uploaded this video. And I'm thinking like, it's very casual. They're really going back and forth. They're feuding with each other. And so, when I talked about it, my video got flagged. And then you could see that Ray J had copyrighted this video that seemed to appear casual to us bloggers from us just like talking about it and then to the public, but it was copyrighted, meaning for you to copy, like, do you understand the process of copyright? So that means prior to him even uploading this particular video, which seems to be like rehearsed or whatever like that, he made sure that the business side of this video was taken care of before he posted it. Because my video was instantly flagged. There was no delay. There was no, oh, he went and later got it copyrighted. No, it was immediately. And so it popped up and I was like, I went to go look. I was like, what the hell? And then he rolled out with his scooter promotion. He was advertising the scooters. So I was just like, I'm so done with these celebrities. So listen. Sometimes the stuff that you see on social media with celebrities and things like that, sometimes it's orchestrated. Sometimes it is something that they need, that they're rolling out so that they can promote a movie, a product, a collaboration. Maybe they have an endorsement deal that we don't know about. It's a lot that be going on behind the scenes, y'all. It really is. It really is. And so it's kind of like reality TV. Like that's kind of like the best way to explain it. It kind of gives reality TV. It's just for entertainment. It's not real. And not in all cases, but the more I get into the business side of being a blogger, in a lot of cases, it really is orchestrated. So just keep that in mind. So let's get into this video. But this divorce was very real. And see, that's the thing. It's like sometimes real things are mixed in with fake things. And so you don't know, okay, what's real, what's not real. And so we have to kind of piece it together to see like what's real and what's not real. So let's get into this whole thing with Teyana Taylor and Iman. So, I mean, of course, y'all been seeing the stuff on social media. Is it this one? Hold on. So, y'all, we'll get into this later. Hold on. Let me come back to that. Let me cook a little bit. Hold on. Oh, my God. That was so dusty. Oh, my God. That was even dustier. Oh, wait. Okay, I must have. Oh, I put it backwards. That's why. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on with the media, but they are really trying to villainize Teyana Taylor for divorcing this man. And let's get into why they got divorced. Let's also talk about why, Teyana Taylor made it known that she wanted this divorce to be private. She did not want it to be public. She didn't want their marital affairs and issues on the internet or in the media at all. Yet, Iman fought her so hard against that. And I don't understand why, because when you actually go and you read the court documents that were leaked, TMZ got their hands on it, and she believes that Iman was the one that did that, allegedly. It's like, why would you want this to be public? And I believe it's the same reason Ray J did that whole thing with Princess. It was to make himself relevant, to promote or to sell something or to push an endorsement that he had around that time. So this is just the business side of it. So let's pull up, like, why did they even get divorced to begin with? And a lot of people are like, oh, he didn't cheat on her. He didn't cheat on her. Yes, he did. He did cheat on her. We found out, if you looked into the court documents, we found out in the court documents. Wait a minute. Did I delete the file? No way. How did I delete that? Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it back up. I was so prepared, but I must have accidentally deleted it. Oh my gosh, I did. It's still on my phone, though. Let me pull it up because she was dealing with a lot in this marriage. I'll say that. She was dealing with more than I would have been putting up with. Because, so Teyana, not that long ago, she said that the reason for the divorce was not cheating, but he did cheat though. So he did cheat, but that wasn't the reason she divorced him. Isn't that interesting? And how did we find out that he cheated? It wasn't through her. It was through the court documents being leaked that it was a part of the divorce. Like, it was written in the reasons. Well, it was written in the divorce that he did cheat, but it wasn't the reason she divorced him. So she forgave him. I think this probably could have been around the time he maybe had cheated on her back in 2021, because then they reconciled and they got back together. But he did cheat at one point, and people keep saying he didn't cheat. He didn't cheat. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let's read. Hold on, let me pull it back up. Yes, he did. He definitely cheated, y'all. Hold on, trying to get my wits together. Okay, here we are. No, he cheated. I'm sorry. I did. Let me go back. Okay, is it this one? Here it is.
not Iman being jealous of Teyana. Iman was jealous of her career and displayed a lot of narcissistic behavior throughout the marriage. These two were married for 7 years, but Teyana filed for divorce in January of 2023. She did file in 2021 as well, but they reconciled. In the court documents obtained by TMZ, he was jealous of her notoriety. 1 year he received $40 million from the Cavs and $8 million for the Knicks, and he just could not get over the fact that Teyana was a full acting career and that she, was notable. Teyana Taylor also claimed that while she was pregnant, Iman told her to stop working and then turned around and complained about her contribution into the household. In the court documents, she also states how cheating, his DUI, caught with weed, and crashing her Rolls Royce to avoid a second DUI, her on an emotional roller coaster, and she is ready to get off, okay? She is filing for primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and she is wanting child support from.
Ladies, it is cheating. Yes, it is. And this is why I don't believe in doing the whole threesome thing. I don't believe in doing none of that shit. But I do believe that it is cheating if you're not communicating with your partner that you are having other partners on the side. And as women, you need to know all of the partners that he has and that he's dealing with. So yeah, it is cheating when you don't communicate that with your partner. You're going behind your partner's back. And what is the reason for doing that? What is the reason for doing that if the marriage is open? What's the reason for going behind her back if she's open to threesomes? What's the reason for that? What are you hiding? What is it? And as a woman, we need to know these things because our bodies tend to be more sensitive, which is why I will never sign up for that shit. Ever. I'm not doing that. And then it's like even the women who agree to it, sign up for it, the men still can't communicate about the other women that they dealing with. So it's a no for me. It will never be a yes for me. So it is what it is. And then even when you're married and you locked in with somebody, you still better go get tested. Because you never know. You don't want to just find out. So yeah, he cheated. Yeah, he did. They don't have a traditional relationship, but there are still boundaries in non-traditional relationships. And he crossed the boundaries, which was why cheating was also a part of their divorce. It wasn't the reason, but it was a part of their divorce. So.
Iman as well. This is also crazy because it took to Instagram to say how cheating was not a factor in their divorce when Iman was caught in the bathroom with a couple of women a couple months ago. Teyana spoke out, said that they were separated, but it was not for cheating. So I just think this whole situation is crazy that she cited cheating in the divorce documents. Maybe it wasn't the nail in the coffin, but it was definitely a contributing factor. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this entire situation. Let me know below. Peace.
So she was married to a Dusty that was playing ball, and he had some contracts from the NBA. And this is what was also killing me about particularly the male discourse on social media, where men just cannot believe that Iman he wasn't financially providing in the marriage towards the end. And it's like, what's so hard to believe about that? What's so hard? These athletes go broke all the time. And everyone wants to focus on getting money, but no one talks about how to manage it. No one talks about paying taxes. Taxes. I'm going to keep bringing that shit up because it's just so crazy how nobody wants to talk about taxes. Everybody wants to talk about getting that bag, chasing the bag, getting the money, but nobody wants to talk about them taxes. Taxes is always going to be there. Taxes. And when you make more money, when you get more money, you pay more taxes. Taxes. So I don't understand, like, why is it so hard? And then when y'all are on social media, when you're on Google and you're looking at people's net worth, it does not deduct the taxes. So you're looking at how much they're bringing in, but you're not looking at how that is being, like, taxes being deducted. You're not looking at any of that. You're not looking at fees that they have to pay. You're not looking at none of that. It's like very delusional. This is why the internet is not a real place. Celebrity culture is not real. It's all fake. There are things that you have to pay for. So it's just like, we don't know what his financial situation was really looking like. And then if he was out here just blowing through money, buying cars and shoes and jewelry and all of that stuff, I mean, and we're talking about big bills, right? We're talking about things costing, things that he's splurging on that could cost anywhere between 100,000 here or 30,000 here, 20,000 here, 10,000. I mean, come on, it's gonna eat up your money. It's gonna eat, and if he seems like he seems like he's insecure, so he gotta be flashy, he gotta be seen, he gotta be that guy. And so when you try to be that guy and you feel the need to be that guy all the time, that means you're gonna be blowing through money to be that guy. And it's not hard for me to believe that he was struggling financially towards the end of their marriage. Like, it's like, come on. And then just hearing some of the stuff that he was doing, getting caught with marijuana, which, listen, I'm a blower. I'm not about to sit up here and act like I'm not a blower. But it's like that can eat at your pockets too if you feel like you gotta smoke, wake, bake. You can't function without smoking marijuana. I mean, come on. Like, is it really that, like, not believable for people? I mean, when you factor in all of these things, and then he got into some legal trouble that costs money. It's just crazy. I don't know. And then I'm glad she came out and she spoke out about this. And the reason is because Teyana, I really like her. Like, I like her as a person. She really is very cool. Like, she's very cool. She's too nice. And we're going to get into that in her response where she said, I gave grace to someone that is not giving grace to me. I've been trying to protect someone that's not even trying to protect me. And oftentimes I see Black women in this same position. And I'm going to keep telling you that you need to start putting yourself first. A lot of women think doing the right thing is making themselves the sacrificial lamb. A lot of women, Black women, think doing the right thing is considering yourself last. Why can't you do the right thing and consider yourself first? Why can't you do the right thing and not sacrifice yourself? Is that truly the only way? Or is there multiple ways that you can do the right thing, consider yourself first, and not make yourself the sacrificial lamb? I'm just tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing that. Okay, it's becoming too much. Thank you, Brandon, for the super chat. It's becoming too much. And then we see women in this position, right, where she's publicly being villainized. She's being bullied by Black men online. He's not speaking out. He's not saying anything. He's just letting her just be hanged out there to dry and to be villainized and to be made out to be something that she's not. And the whole time, what is she doing? Giving grace. Giving grace. Somebody said, when you give someone grace, it becomes Grace's corner. And then the next thing you know, you look like the fool in the situation. You got to know when to be cutthroat. Okay. You got to know, off with his head, seize him. You need to have that type of mentality. When somebody's playing with you, that grace shit needs to go right out the window, because the grace that you want to give is allowing somebody to play in your face, allowing someone to disrespect you, allowing someone to get over on you, allowing someone to take advantage of you, allowing someone to think you're a fool. So stop giving grace when grace is not what needs to be given. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to assert yourself, and you need to protect yourself, because you're just allowing disrespect at this point. You're just allowing it. And someone is showing you that they don't want to be nice to you. Someone is showing you that they don't want to be fair to you. So why are you trying to be nice to them back? It just doesn't make any sense. At some point, you gotta stand up for yourself. You have to defend yourself, and you can't just keep allowing things to slide. Keep giving excuses and benefit of the doubt. Someone is literally showing you who they are, and you need to believe them instead of continuously making excuses and excuses and excuses. And the whole time you're doing that, they think you a fool. They think you're dumb. They think you're stupid the whole time. They're like, oh, I can get away with this. I can get away with that. And it's just like, no. And to be honest, I really don't know why she was saving face, though. Like, I don't know why she would feel the need to save face in a situation when she didn't even do anything wrong. I think this was maybe to save face when it comes to her businesses. I can see it from that point of view. But saving face personally, I don't see why she would feel the need to do that. I think she was trying to keep things professional because she's a professional. She's about her business. And she's been like that since she was like 15, 16 years old. She's been working since she was a child. So I understand that. I think another reason why she went to this length was because she really was protecting him. And black women, how many times do we often do that? Especially when it comes to a black man, we always feel the need to protect him the whole time. We're sacrificing ourselves. And in the process, we're shielding them and we're taking all the beatings. We're taking all the hits as if he's not a man, and he can't handle it himself. Why are we doing that to ourselves? And then when we do, they call us masculine. Okay. Well, let me step out the way so he can handle everything that's coming with what the fuck he's doing, because this don't have nothing to do with me. Like, let me move out the way. And when I say this, father, brother, uncles, cousins, why are you getting in it? Why are you getting in the middle of it? It don't have nothing to do with you. That's their behavior, their choices, their life. Why are you getting in the middle of their consequences? Reaping what they have sown. Like, why are you getting in the middle of that? Step out the way and let them deal with what they need to be dealing with. It's their responsibility. They made those decisions. They made those choices. It don't got nothing to do with you. Like, black women literally don't know how to do nothing. Black women only know how to do everything all the time. And then we'll say, I'm tired. Well, of course. Of course you're tired. You don't know how to just move out the way. Seriously, you always want to come in and save the day and protect and protect and protect and protect and protect and protect. Who's protecting you? Nobody. Who's helping you? Nobody. Who's supporting you? Nobody. Who's there for you in the way that you're there for them? Nobody. It's always nobody. But yet you're always the first to jump, to help, to save, to be there. And ain't nobody doing that for you. It just gets tired after a while. Like, you can't even pay me. I'm not showing up. I don't care. And then I don't care. So of course, Iman denied. So I'm gonna let him defend himself, because it is what it is. The truth is whatever, But he denied that he was out here leaking information. But it's like, how else did we get it? Because Teyana is making it known she didn't leak anything. So who did though? Who did? And then there was this whole thing where when she originally filed, she filed under, I think, their initials. And then when he filed under their legal names. And then that's how TMZ was able to pick it up. And so she was going against that because she knew that was what was going to happen. But then to spite her, he was like, oh, I'm going to file under our real names. Our full names, so people will know that it's us. So he was doing everything he could. He was being very petty. And the saying goes, the man you marry is not the same man that you divorce. That's what they say. That's what the saying goes. So keep that in mind. And then her mother spoke out, who is her manager, saying that both parties walked away with properties, vehicles, and businesses. So that means that they left with what they came with. He paid her like, I think $1 million or something like that. But it was because of vehicles and things that he had, like a vehicle that he had crashed, bills that he did not pay, things that he needed to be responsible for, that he was trying to leave her with. Very similar to De'Ara and Ken. You know how Ken just left her to pay for the fees, like taxes. I keep trying to tell y'all about taxes. And then Ken just left her to pay all of the taxes, and he didn't pay anything at all. He just took the little bit of money that they made together and then just left her with all of the responsibility. So sometimes those payouts are not, oh, she just came up, she just got some money. Sometimes those payouts are to pay for fees, taxes, or anything, liens or anything. You never know what these couples are dealing with financially. And if they're dealing with a irresponsible man, then that means that the woman is always left to fix and clean up all of that. And that's what De'Ara was out here doing until she decided to sue him. And I feel like more women need to do that, instead of you feeling like you gotta pay and pick up all the pieces and clean up everything, and it's just a mess. So her mother, well, no, I think this is someone else. I think this is like a blog page, but her mother was making it known that what about the other party and what he received, because the media is only wanting to focus on what Teyana received, but he received things from this divorce as well. And basically what I got from it, my understanding was that they separated and they left with what they came with, and then Iman was just supposed to pay like $1 million in fees for things that he had left her to deal with financially that was part of his responsibility. And that's just how they ended up separating. But she didn't come up from this marriage. She didn't come up from this marriage. And I don't even know why. Like, it's so crazy how a black woman can work and bring things to the table, and like people still try to treat us like we're a bum. Like we didn't bring anything to the table financially. We didn't contribute anything at all. We just ate off of this man, and that was it. So let's move on to this mirror reaction. Is this what? Is it this one? There we go. Let me play this video.
Wanted to do was clear that up. It becomes a whole argument. I kept telling Iman, listen, like we're in a great space, like I just want you to stand up for me the way I stand up for you. He then starts bringing up stuff from 2023. Nah, because da-da-da, when you, blah, and I did this and da-da-da. Okay, cool. So now you're giving me confirmation that you are still in your feelings about something. You're in your feelings about something. And that's the part that's confusing me, because this divorce had been signed, sealed, delivered in all of the things in 2024. It's 2025. It's 2025.
That's crazy.
So it's just like I am, filming 3 movies and a TV show. I am getting ready to release my 2nd Air Jordan. Like I have a lot of things going on. Where would I find the time to bash you, especially if we've been in a great space? Like we literally call each other baby daddy, baby mom. Like, what's up, baby daddy? What's going on? Boom, boom, and something you got coming up. I'm like, good luck. We claiming that shit. You got this. Boom, boom, boom. Like we've really been on solid terms. So I'm trying to understand why you would feel the need not to stand up for me against some shit that you know is not true. On top of the fact that I got proof that you have been leaking these rumors. And it's been literally the same routine. I win an award, a rumor drops. I drop a new movie, a rumor drops. Sneaker premiere, sneaker launch, rumor drops. Movie premiere, rumor drops. Like it's always something when I have something going on that drops. Now, let's get to why I had to file a motion. I had to file a motion because I told Iman, I'm like, yo, I'm telling you as the mother of our children that I don't feel safe, and you're on this phone starting an argument. So at this point,
Now listen, why does she not feel safe? Because these men are online attacking her. Let's pull it up.
Taking everything that man had to own in court was not enough. Teyana Taylor is pushing for Iman Shumpert to be jailed after she's accusing him of leaking court documents pertaining to their divorce.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
She alleges that Iman used the divorce as a publicity stunt to promote his rap song.
This is crazy, y'all. Do y'all not remember the reality show? And I knew then, this is similar to Tia Mowry. She was another one that was villainized for a black man with a struggling career in the entertainment industry. And I watched Teyana Taylor's reality TV show, just the first season, because I don't know, I kind of fell off after that. But it was a woman that was in a relationship, and she was really trying to push him and support him when it came to his music so that she didn't have to feel guilty for hers. I got that so heavy when I watched it. And it was cringe. Like, it was so hard to watch because I could tell that that's why she was like so freaking supportive of his like little rap career, and his music was terrible. Like it was not good at all. It was not good. But she was supporting him, and she was really going heavy and hard for him during that time, because I think that was part of the issue in their relationship, which was it's already been mentioned in the court documents that, you know, anytime she would flourish in music or she would get certain opportunities and things like that, she probably felt guilty. Like she probably felt guilty, or she felt bad, and he probably made her feel bad. Like he probably said certain things to her, or, you know, just the way he probably acted towards her. If she released her album, or she released a single and it did really well, or she got an opportunity to do this or do that, it probably made her feel like she had to make herself smaller to make him feel bigger in an area like music that just was not for him. Like it wasn't for him. So we see this a lot. Offset and Cardi B is another. Tia is another. And women just need to be careful of this. Like women just really need to be careful of this. And you know, it's crazy because Teyana Taylor, her situation was a little bit different. When she got with him, he had a career. He had a successful career. And then that changed. He got injured, and then, you know, things changed. And see, a lot of women don't bank on a man changing. A lot of women don't bank on a man switching up. A lot of women are out here just chasing men with money. But the man that you get with, sometimes when they have money, who they are is completely different from when they don't have it, or when they have less of it. Most times when I see men being emotional, like anytime I see a man being emotional, I automatically know as a woman, his money is fucked up. Every single time. Every single time. Anytime I've seen a man be emotional, his money was fucked up. And I need women to understand that, because that's just how they operate. See, we women, we're emotional off of hormones. You know, our body's constantly changing every 30 days. But when they're emotional, it's their money. Okay? Just know that. They got an attitude, they have mood swings. If they have a lot of highs and lows and things like that, it's truly because of their money. And so I'm always telling you, like, yeah, like character is important, and a man being financially responsible is important. But these are things that women need to know about men. They're going to be emotional if their money is funny. If they can't get money the way they want, if they can't make it the way they want, if they can't spend it the way that they want, you're going to have a very emotional man on your hands. Very emotional. So emotional, you're going to think, am I with a woman? Because why is he having all of these different mood swings? I can tell you why. Last month, money was good. This month, money is tight. This month, he had to spend money he wasn't expecting to spend. This month, he had to he thought he was gonna, or he predicted to make a certain amount of money, and he didn't. Men operate on emotion when their money is not the way that they want it to be. And as a woman, you need to understand that. So if you want to be out here and you want to chase the bag, and you want to chase the man and he out here chasing the bag, you're going to be dealing with men who are highly emotional. And when men get emotional, they become very dangerous. Okay? All right. When men get emotional, they become very dangerous. All right? Because their emotions tend to be more aggressive. Our emotions can be aggressive at times, but when men deal with their emotions, they can be very, very short-tempered and aggressive. So understand what you really getting yourself into. Okay, let's continue. I don't know why that's not being said, but and that's why you'll see in the comment section how men act about another man's money. Men and women are not that different. We just operate differently. Do you see how emotional men get over money, over another man's money? Seriously. You see how we women get emotional when we see women in situations like this, getting cheated on, taking a man back, dealing with his bullshit back to back, back to back, back to back. And then for men, right, they can overlook all of that and be like, his money, his money, his money, his money. That's how they operate. They operate off of emotion when it comes to their finances. Okay? And if I was you, I would look in the second house and I would see, what is his second house in? Is it Cancer? Get away from that man. Because he's going to be very emotional when it comes to his finances. And Cancer in the second house, that's a mess. That's a mess. That's a mess. Or it's an emotional sign in the second house. Astrologers, come to the front. Good luck. Good luck. And listen, he could be a Taurus, right? But whoo, girl, his money will be a mess. It's tied to his emotions. Go look at his second house and see what's in his second house. I'm being for real. Social butterfly, let me know if I'm wrong. When you're not in a good place emotionally, right? How do you spend your money? How do you spend your money? Are you the type of person where you need retail therapy to cope? Seriously. I'm being for real. I'm being for real. A lot of people don't believe in astrology and things like that. Listen, I'm not here to convince you to believe in anything, but I just think it's interesting that if you really pay attention, you be like, damn, like, okay, but that I do be doing that. I do be doing this. I do. You know what? That's crazy. I do. So just be careful. Capricorn men, because they're really big on their finances. And when they have it, they're very generous. They're providers. But when they don't have it, you're dealing with a different type of man. You're dealing with a man that's very emotional. So it's just something that I just noticed about men in general. When their money is not the way that they want it to be. And again, you could think they're doing well financially. You could think they're doing okay in their mind. If they don't think they're doing well, you're going to have an emotional man on your hands. Okay? It's very similar to us as women when he could think we look good. He could think our body is just so beautiful. Curves in the right place. You gain like 15 pounds, right? And you looking at yourself like, I need to lose these 15 pounds. Like, oh my God. And you're very emotional about it, right? It's the same damn thing, y'all. It's just men and women operate on opposite ends of the spectrum, okay? And so your 15-pound weight gain is to him is his, $200 loss or $1,000 loss or $1,000 short or something like that. Like maybe he thought he was going to come up 1,000 this month and he didn't. It's literally the same thing. Okay. That's just how we operate. We just operate differently. But yeah, just men operate on emotions when it comes to their finances way more than women do. And when it comes to our bodies, when it comes to our beauty and things like that, we tend to be emotional in that way. So we just operate differently.
The biggest piece of dog shit.
This is so unhealthy and toxic. This man is the father of your child. You already stripped him of everything, and you gonna turn around and push for him to be jailed? Didn't Tom Cruise or somebody just slap on the ass? Wasn't she just out here doing sexy ass scenes with everybody and their mama? You already embarrassed the man enough. You already showed the man wasn't on your level. You already belittled him to the highest heights. Why y'all be so bitter? I need the women to get in my comments and help me understand what y'all hate so much about the black man. Huh? What's up with you Teyanas of the world? What did we do to y'all?
Teyanas of the world? Is he serious? And you know it's so crazy? This isn't true. They couldn't wait to find something. Like they couldn't wait to find something. This is not even true. Teyanas of the world is insane, y'all. Like insane. This woman was cheated on. She was in a marriage with a man that was jealous of her success and her opportunities. And now she's the Teyanas of the world, women who are bitter. Like, this is so crazy. This is so crazy to me. This is so crazy. That's why I be like, is marriage really worth it? Is it really worth it? Because, like, according to them, right? According to them, don't overshine in your marriage. Don't be too successful. Don't gain weight. Always keep yourself up. Even though you will still get cheated on. Okay, because this woman has a 6-pack. She delivered 2 kids. This woman has a banging body. Beautiful. Then also support him even when he cheats. Take him back, because that's what men do. Like, is it really worth it though? Like, who in their right mind would want to put up with this shit? I'd rather be single. Then I don't have to worry about all of this. I don't got to worry about a man cheating on me, even though I opened up the marriage, had threesomes in the marriage, but it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. Like, she literally did everything that men say do. And this is the outcome of her situation. And she's called bitter now. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, like, miss me with that. And then they wonder why modern women are like, oh, no. Like, no marriage, no kids, no kids. Are you freaking kidding me? Seriously? And then you have men on social media. Let me see if I can pull it up. That's what's so funny about this. Then you have men on social media where they're like, Iman, the divorce is the main reason why I'm never getting married. Sir, this is what's so delusional. Like, men are very delusional. Men are very, very delusional. Very, very, very delusional. Okay. And the reason is because it's men like this that don't claim no assets on their taxes. Like, they have no assets at all. None. They have nothing to liquidize. Saying this, oh, I'm never getting married. They literally do not have a pot to piss in and a window to pour it out of. But talking about, oh, this is why. Are you kidding me? It's so delusional. Like, y'all, this is the most delusional thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so delusional. This is so true. This is so true. This is why I only believe in spiritual connections. I only believe in spiritual unions. I don't believe in getting together just because you look good on paper. I don't believe in marrying somebody just because you want to be married. I don't believe in marrying somebody just because it's the thing to do. If it's not spiritually brought together, then I don't believe in it at all. Like, I don't believe it. If there's not like a greater purpose outside of what he could do for you and you could do for him, the marriage is never going to last. It's never going to last. It was never intended to last because it was never meant to be. It was never meant to be. So just because you look good on paper don't mean nothing to me. Like, I like to see spiritual unions only because typically 2 people come together for a greater cause and a greater purpose. It has a lot to do with humanitarian work in the community. Those are the only marriages that I truly believe in. And those are spiritual unions. You can look into them. Those are the only relationships and marriages that I believe in. I don't believe in nothing else. I don't believe in relationships just because. So yeah, like, a man saying this does not bother me. Like, sir, you shouldn't get married. You shouldn't. You would make a horrible father. You would make a horrible husband. Like, you're not hurting women's feelings by saying, I'm never getting married. I think it's great. And I think women should support men who don't want to get married. Because, like I said, I only support spiritual unions. If you have to talk a man into marriage or convince him that marriage is a good idea, he should not get married. It's really not for him. And stop talking men into marriage. Talk them out of it. I've done it several times. Because I'll listen to a man talk about women. I'll listen to him view women, how, like, his view on women, and the whole time I'm sitting there talking him out of, I don't think you should ever be in a relationship. I think you should be single. Yeah, I think you should live the bachelorette lifestyle. Like, live your life the way that you want. Be free, king. Be free. Why you want to tie yourself down? Literally, this is me talking to them. Why you want to tie yourself down in a relationship? You should be free. Why would you want to go be with a woman in a marriage? Why? Why would you want to do that? Literally, talking them out of it. Why would you want to have kids? You sure you want to pay for that? You know, kids cost $200,000. I be talking these men out of marriage. I be talking them out of kids. Because if you actually listen to the shit that comes out of their mouth, I'm saving a woman's life. That's how I look at it. I am saving a woman's life, y'all. I talked them out of it. So when I saw these men talking about, I'm never getting married. Have you actually went to the men who are saying I'm never getting married? Have you like looked at their profiles? Sir, I'm sorry. Your profile does not give father. It does not give husband. It don't give that. So I support you 1,000%. You shouldn't get married. It will end in divorce. It will. So you should not do it. Do not do it. Don't. I talk them out of it every single time. It is what it is. And the reason is because, back to what I was saying, I only believe in spiritual unions. Men that are literally being guided into a spiritual union, they come with a certain mentality. First of all, they know it's not going to be easy, but also they're being guided, right? So they're being led. These men that are talking about, it's just going to end in divorce, who are they being led by? Their flesh. It's a recipe for disaster. It truly, truly, truly is. It is a recipe for disaster. They're being led by their flesh, and then they're entering marriage. Why? So, no, you'll see me talk men out of marriage. I don't care. I literally, yes, they're not, yeah. So the men that are truly the golden retrievers, the men that are truly being led, they just operate differently, and they come with a different mentality. They're providers too, so they know what their role is in a relationship. You don't have to explain it to them. Okay. You don't have to talk them into anything because they're being guided. I cannot stress that enough. So ladies, you wanting to convince a dusty ass man that's being led by his flesh to get into a marriage is a waste of your time, and you're putting a woman's life in danger. Seriously, that is what you're doing. You're putting a woman's life in danger. Trying to talk a man into having kids, you're putting a woman's life in danger. I need you to think that every single time you think it's a good idea to talk a man into marriage or kids. Stop. Talk him out of it. Save a woman's life today. Literally. Talk him out of it. And then I also saw women saying, oh, well, I don't understand why he just can't be a good husband. He's not husband material. How can he be good at something when he wasn't created for it? How can you put that expectation on him? That's delusional. That's delusional. And then stop having their kids. Because you're like, well, I don't understand why he can't be a good father. He was never created to be a father. Just because he has a penis and he has seeds doesn't mean, oh, that's a father. A father is a leader. That's what a father is. A father shows up every day to guide, to lead, to create structure, to create a home, to create order, to discipline. With passion, right? With compassion, with patience, right? Y'all think every man with an operating penis is giving that. They're not. They're not. And women need to stop being delusional about that. Know what you're dealing with. Know who you dealing with. Stop glossing it over, because it never gave. It never gave. And I have to be honest, Iman never gave father figure. Iman never gave husband material. I'm sorry. It's the truth. He was financially doing well. That was it. He gave trick. I got to be honest with you. He gave trick. He gave a good time, and that's it. These men be so quick to call a woman a 304, know when you're dealing with a trick. Okay? Know when you're dealing with a trick. Stop thinking, oh, because he got some money, he's husband. He's baby daddy. I mean, yeah, he could be a baby daddy, but he ain't gonna be a father though. Know what you're dealing with. And this isn't judging. This is discernment. This is discernment. So Iman never gave father. Iman never gave husband. Iman gave trick. That's it. Have fun, sis. Move on. Like, that's all he gave. And yes, I'm going to be preaching this more and more and more and more on my platform because I just don't think the girls are getting it. I don't. Y'all get so impressed when a man has some money and you think it's a good idea. You think it's a good idea because he got money? That's it? You're impressed because he has a little bit of money? That's crazy. Stop being easily impressed. Make these men actually work. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's crazy. Like, they can waste years of your life in marriage. You will give them your body for kids. And they never gave. You should invest in them in that way. It's just the truth. Know who you are dealing with. Okay? Right. They don't, and you're right. They don't want marriage, but then think it's a one-up to say, I'm never getting married. It's not. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for making it known that you don't want to get married. I appreciate you so much. And I want the men to speak. Like, I really do. I want them to voice how they really feel. Like, if you already have your hesitations about marriage, don't do it. If you already have your hesitations about kids, don't do it. Because those two things are truly for men who are sure, not confused, not hesitant, not scared. It's truly for men who are sure. And if you're unsure or you don't know where you stand, then it's not for you. And I support you 1,000%. Okay? So these men be, and you know why men are on social media saying this, right? I'm never getting married, is because they want us to get a reaction. Like, they want us to have a reaction. They want us to care. They want us to give a fuck. Sir, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because what I need women to understand, if it's not what you want, you will be miserable in it. You will not be happy. You won't. So you getting mad at this man because he's saying he don't want to get married? Could you imagine being in a marriage with a man that didn't want to get married? It would be awful. It would be horrible. So just accept them for who they are. Why are we trying to change them? Like, stop trying to change them. Let them be who they are. They don't want to be this. They don't want to be that. So be it. Why are we fighting them on that? It's just a waste of time to me. Yeah, it's a man with more than a plan. They have a vision that expands and benefits the generations. Exactly. Exactly. I'm glad we are all getting on the same page. Both men and women. Please stop talking them into marriage. Stop talking them into kids. Like, stop. Let them be who they are. And you need to accept who they are instead of trying to change them into something that they're not. Stop projecting your wants on them. And the reason why he's saying this to get a rise out of women or to get a reaction out of women is because men know that women are so goal oriented to change a man. Stop it. Let them be who they are and you accept who they are. And then you move on with your life. Okay? It will create less headache and more peace in your life. Stop trying to change them. This is who they are. This is who they want to be. You just need to accept it. It's crazy how men have to put themselves on the cross for their family when Teyana was in orgies and creeping with Anthony Joshua. Who are you? Like, where are you getting that from? Where are y'all getting that from? And this is, you know, what's so crazy? Men gossip like women now. And you know why it's dangerous to gossip for a man is because y'all's gossip is dangerous for women. Us women, when we gossip, it's not dangerous for men like that. It's not. Like, you don't have to worry about like something bad happening to you or somebody trying something against you when we gossip. But when y'all gossip about us, our life is in danger. Seriously. And I'm gonna keep bringing this up too, that I'm tired of seeing men gossip. It's feminine, it's sassy, it's weird. Like, it's so weird to me. I will never, ever accept men gossiping. I will always see you as a female, like a sassy female. And the reason is because y'all getting, like, it's becoming so normal now to see men gossip. And and do you see how the more men gossip, it becomes more dangerous for us as women? It's very dangerous. Do not support men who gossip, ladies. Do not support men who gossip. It's very dangerous for us to engage with them when it comes to when they gossip. It's very dangerous. And I've been meaning to talk about this. It's very dangerous. And so they gossip, and what they're gossiping about is not even true. It's not even true. And then they spread that gossip. Then men grow angry and bitter, and they want to respond with what? Violence, right? That's how they want to respond against a woman. They want to be angry against a woman that puts her life in danger. So I don't support men gossiping. I don't. And then some of them are gossiping just like women. They be rolling their neck, wagging their finger, and popping their gums. The hell? And then be like, I don't understand. Whenever a man defends himself, y'all call them sassy. You're popping your gums, you're wagging your finger, and you're rolling your neck. Sir, the hell are we supposed to think? The hell? Like, seriously, like, y'all laughing, but I'm being so serious. They be doing all of that. I'm gonna think you're a woman. Like, I'm gonna think that you're playing for the other side. I'm gonna think that you're a part of the gays, sir. I'm not gonna think that, oh yeah, like, this is so normal. And you know how I know it's not normal? Yo, I grew up in a family. I'm always being outnumbered by men. And the men that I'm around, they don't act like that. They don't gossip. Like, the stuff that I be talking about on my blogs, my brothers don't be knowing nothing about. I always got to fill them in. I was like, yeah, this happened and this. And they be like, and the only reason they're interested is because they're interested in me and what I got going on in my life. But if they weren't interested in me and what I got going on in my life, they wouldn't give a damn about what I'm talking about for real. Because they don't care. They out doing manly shit like fishing. And they're out here going to cigar lounges and talking about business and the future and like stuff like that. They don't be heavily on these blogs. That's what women do. That's what we do. That's why we created the blogs. Men definitely gossip, but like not in the way that men are gossiping today. Like, I've been seeing on social media, the first time I saw a man make a video about Kendra G, and the whole time he's just talking about her hair, her makeup, and he calls himself a heterosexual man. When men gossip, right? They gossip about like stuff that may be going on that with people that they know personally, right? But not like they gossiping about this celebrity. They don't really care about that type of stuff like that, y'all. I'm telling you, they really don't. They only gossip about the shit about people that they actually know, and it's conversation because they're speaking on what they're actively seeing and actively experiencing, not you gossiping about some other stuff. Then the same content creator made a video about Kendra G, and then Drea, like making he made another video about Drea Michelle about how she's dating this younger male. and like just dogging her out, like talking about every little thing, like from her appearance and everything. That is what women do. That's what women do. Women are catty and passive aggressive like that. And men are literally transforming right before our eyes into these sassy characters. Seriously. Like, they remind me of my niece. My niece is very sassy, right? She's at that age where she's talking now and, you know, she's telling you no, and she's telling you, I don't want that. That's how these men are acting. So I'm just like, what are women what are we supposed to think? Y'all are not going to normalize that for me. I've even gone to the barbershop as a very young girl, and I saw how men would gossip, right? Like, I saw how they would gossip. But the way they gossip, they never would pull a woman's appearance apart just to talk about her. Like, they would actually talk about what happened. They would actually talk about like generalized topics. But I'm seeing men pick women apart from their hair to their makeup to their lashes to their nails to their what like how they dress, what like just it's that's not how I didn't grow up hearing that type of male gossip. I'm sorry, I did not. I heard barbershop talk, and barbershop talk was men talking about, you know, community issues, cultural issues. Barbershop talk was about generalized conversations that center men in the things that they go through, their experiences and things like that, right? And so that was the culture, but that's not the culture today. You cannot convince me that the culture is barbershop talk. No, this culture is not barbershop talk when it comes to men. This culture is sassy talk. I know what it's like to be in a male-dominated space and hear the conversation. It's very cutthroat. Women will probably get their feelings hurt because men are very honest in this male-dominated space. But they never, even when I was a young girl, they never like would pick a woman apart about her hair choice or her nail choice or her lashes. Like, they would literally just speak in terms generally about issues that they would face as men and their experiences and things like that. And I learned a lot listening to men and hearing their point of view. We're past that. We are completely past that. They are harassing women. They're bullying women. They're acting like women, period. It's not the same, y'all. It's just not. I have no problem with men speaking on their experiences as men and then doing it in a male-dominated space. I feel like that's healthy. That's what I believe. But it's not that anymore. It has turned into something completely different. I have no problem with men going off. And I think it's healthy for them to have their space to vent, to speak about things that men go through, things that they face, because I feel like that's like a form of therapy. But that's not what I'm seeing. That's not what this is. We're talking about two totally different things. They are acting like women. They are bullying women, and they're harassing women, and it's creating violence. Seriously. That's why it's dangerous for men to gossip in this way. It's very dangerous. And then they're spreading false information. So there are a bunch of men mad at Teyana Taylor for no reason because it's not even true. It's not true. Listen, we got a late live, so it's just ignore the people in the chat. We got a late live, so my moms they probably sleep. What time is it? Yeah, I don't know. They could be with their kids. Yeah, I don't know. Like, let my moms be off tonight. I got it. I can hold it down. And I need to block somebody, just let me know. But yeah, I don't understand what the issue is, y'all. I'm talking about the issue is it's men are not just speaking on their experiences as men and just leaving it at that. They're doing way more than that. I support men who speak their mind, speak their experiences, and be honest, you know? Like, I'm an honest person too. Like, I like to tell my opinions very straight, very direct. I don't like to fluff things up like that. I like to get straight to the point. So I respect men in that way. But I don't respect the men that are literally gossiping, harassing, and bullying women as a form of men speaking on their experiences, when majority of the time they're speaking on the woman's hair, they're speaking on her nails, they're speaking on her body, they're speaking on like who she's been with, like all of that. Who do I need to block? Who that? Just let me know if I see it. I'll block them. Okay, let me go ahead and continue. Let me get back to what we were talking about. But it's like, and then the men that are like mad, it's like you're delusionally mad. Like you're delusionally mad about some shit that did not happen, and it's because you're projecting maybe something that you went through on Teyana Taylor. Like your anger is misdirected. Seriously.
I'm helpless. So I have to file a motion. Now, where y'all getting the jail thing mixed up is when you file a motion, a motion is you have to file. It's either file a motion or sue him. I'm never going to sue him. It's never that deep. Filing a motion is like, if these terms are violated, then it could lead up to a fine or jail time. Teyana did not go and demand jail time. Teyana is not trying to get Iman put in jail. One thing about it, let's be very clear. Teyana has tried to keep this divorce private before it even started.
Oh.
I filed for divorce in our initials to protect me, Iman, and our children. And I stood on that. Our divorce was private and off the radar for a whole year. Until Iman decided to file a motion, which technically, he filed a motion that states he wants this divorce proceeding to go on with our full and legal names. Now, this divorce happening with our full and legal names, you know what that means. That means media circus. That means whatever it is that we do in this divorce, file, motion, response, rebuttal, whatever it is now public information. I never sent him to jail. Like I see, okay, some of y'all still coming in. So yeah, it's just like, let's be clear. I never sent him to jail. Let's also be clear. Y'all said that I won this luxury tour bus. I won a luxury Sprinter. I won a luxury, the Maybach. And I won a Bronco. And I won a Jeep Gladiator. What's that, 5 or 6 cars that I named? I bought those. I paid for those. Trust me, I've seen a lot of women in the comments be excited for me and say, yeah, girl, as you should. No, it's not no as you should. I walked away with what was mine. Let's be clear. And these are cars that I literally bought in the midst of our marriage, during our separation, during our divorce. I walked away with what I came in with. I came in with my own properties. He came in with his own properties. It's about 4 properties that both me and Iman put time, construction, money, hundreds of thousands of dollars into our properties. We have 4 of those. He got 2 of those, and I got 2 of those. Now, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves us with 3 properties. Let's get ready to do some math. This property right here was a property that Iman paid for all by himself that had nothing to do with me. These 2 properties right here is properties that I put money into that I bought all by myself, out of my pocket. Y'all sitting there going off of networks that has nothing to do with nothing. Them shits ain't even real.
Ooh!
Like, it's just...
Did y'all hear that? Because I be trying to tell y'all, them networks that y'all be looking into, they're not real. They're not real. I've been trying to tell people that. I'm like, it's not real. And then like the celebrity illusion is really crumbling down, and everyone's trying to fight it. Like, no. Like we don't want to see that. Summer Walker came out and said, I wear fake designer. Oh, okay. All right. I tried to tell y'all that. I don't know who does the math on these networks and how they're presented to the public and things like that. I really don't, but I wish somebody would come out and explain to us like how it's determined and things like that. Even when it comes to YouTube earnings, like people try to figure out what my YouTube earnings are, and it's like I go look at the numbers, like that's not right at all. Like that, it's so far off. It's so far off. So I'm just like, yeah, like just there's a lot of illusions around content creators, celebrities, it's really truly an illusion. And she's about to really expose some more of that.
It's really weird to me because it's really disappointing that you have people like The Shade Room or all these other blogs that are literally sitting there bending the narrative. Is insane. And further showing that we understand what's going on here. We understand what's going on here. Like, one thing y'all know I've done is be graceful this whole time. I've handled this whole divorce with grace. When Iman first leaked the divorce and found our names to go public, who jumped on the internet and protected him? I jumped on the internet and said, y'all just please stop. Like, just, I don't want y'all in a group chat. Just please give me and my family some privacy. Protect me. When the lights was turned off and the utilities and shit was turned off, who got up on the internet and again protected Iman? Ain't nobody get my lights turned off. Boom, 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 da 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 da. Before y'all even knew that we was ever getting.
And the lights were turned off because he didn't take care of his responsibilities. Okay? Let's highlight that part, because that was another reason why he had to fork up, I think, $1 million or something like that. Like, people think she got $1 million just because he had to just give her that. No, he was paying for things that he was responsible for financially that he just left on her and just dumped on her. So she didn't even come up off of that. Like, she had to pay. So I don't even know where people got that from.
In a divorce, when all the scandals came out about Iman, I'm the one that jumped on the internet and said, not too much on my best friend. We're still doing this. We're still doing that. This is my buddy. This is my da da da. I've done nothing but try to protect us. So the fact that you are okay with the world thinking that I took you for everything that you had the world thinking that I tried to get you locked up, sitting here playing victim. Let me explain something to y'all about people. But people that saying, oh, well, what would Iman get out of leaking these rumors that make him look bad? Some people are okay with looking bad just as long as you look worse.
Ooh.
Okay? Y'all have to understand that. Y'all have to understand that. Before this divorce, during this divorce, and after this divorce, I protected that man with all I had in me. With all I had, I've been nothing but solid to that man. And all I asked for was for him to stand up for me. Stand up for me. You see what's happening. You see it's not true. If I didn't file that motion, then I would have to continue to deal with this. I have 3 movies coming up and a TV show coming up in the same year. You think I want to keep dealing with, oh my God, new movie comes out. Here's another random rumor about a divorce that's a year old. Second movie come out. Here's another rumor. Third movie come out. Here's another rumor. And it is always conveniently coming out when Iman has a new song or a new venture coming his way. I'm not here to talk about any of our personal business. I'm here to talk about exactly what is on the internet that is making me look like I'm some type of villain.
And then he always coming out with a new venture. She's coming out with projects. He's always launching a new venture. Because y'all know I like to read in between the lines. So he trying to find something that sticks. He throwing everything at the wall. Oh, let me throw this, a song. Let me throw this, podcaster, this. Trying to get something to stick. Why nothing's sticking? But she's coming out with movies and shows.
So yes, of course a person is willing to leak some shit that make them look like a victim. It's not cool. It's not cool. And y'all saying, oh, she's always responding. Teyana hasn't responded to anything. Only thing I've ever responded to was me protecting him.
And listen, I'm pretty sure he probably has somebody in his ear saying that he should do that because it would give him sympathy support. Like, people would support him out of sympathy. But, like, I got to be honest with you. Yeah, it's definitely backfiring. I got to be honest with you, too. Men don't support other men in the way that women support other women. So if a woman was to come out and play the victim, right, in the situation, similar to what Iman is trying to do, she would get a lot of sympathy support. People would be playing her song. People would be buying into her new ventures. It never translates the same way for a man. It does not. It does not. But when you are trying to compete with a woman and you're trying to do what she does or what women do, I can see how you're confused on that. Men are not going to respond to you in that way. And to be honest, I haven't even cracked the code on how to get the male support. I really don't. I don't know how to get the male support when it comes to like trying to get them to buy into or support what you're selling or promoting and things like that. It just seems like for the male demographic, it's harder to try to get them to support you in this or support you in that. So I don't know. It's interesting to me. You can get them to support a YouTube channel. You can get them to support you when you dragging a black woman on social media. That's when they'll support you. But they not like supporting in a way that really puts money in your pocket though. Not really. And then if black women didn't respond and create backlash and give men an emotional reaction, men wouldn't even support it then. Like men wouldn't even be giving it that much attention then. So it's just, I don't know. It's very interesting. But Teyana's not lying though. From the business side of it, like everyone is just looking at it from the entertainment side, but from the business side of it, she's not lying.
Me protecting him. I'm waiting for y'all to show me the proof where I said, put Iman in jail. I never, ever, ever said put Iman in jail. Never. Never. But what we're not going to do is act like I wasn't Teyana Taylor before I got with Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert was not even in the NBA when I was Teyana Taylor. What are we talking about? Let's be clear. What if I want to get my back blown out in peace? You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old? That's a year old, y'all. Let's be fucking for real.
And Farm, again, I don't know where you're getting that from. Because did you go read the court documents or are you just getting secondhand information? Like where are you even getting that from? Iman wanted it to be public just for the simple fact that he would get publicity, meaning he would create relevancy for himself after his injury. That's it. After his injury, after the NBA. I don't know where you're getting that from at all. Like, it's like you're just creating things. I just like, it's giving tea sipping. And again, tea sipping is for women. Do you know where tea sipping comes from? It comes from women in tea time. Women in tea time. So I don't know, like, where, like, why are you sipping on tea? I just don't understand. No, like, y'all, I don't know where he's getting that from. Like, I don't know, like, where he's getting that from. Because we were able to get access to it, like, once he filed under their real name. That's when the bloggers were able to get access to it. That's when we was able to see, like, what was going on. And we were shocked to find that cheating was cited in the divorce. It wasn't the reason, but it was cited. And we were like, what? Because Teyana came out and said cheating was not the reason for the divorce. So when we went and we saw that the divorce documentations were leaked, we were like, okay, but she said that he didn't cheat. Well, we just assumed he didn't cheat because it wasn't the reason for the divorce, but it was cited in the divorce. So no, I don't know where y'all are getting that from. Like, I really don't know, like, where y'all getting that from. Y'all starting rumors, for real. Like, seriously. At least tell me where you got where you cited that from. Like, who is your source? Like, where did you get that from?
Let's be real. And I'm like just so irritated because I didn't want none of this to come out from the beginning. So when people saying, for everybody that's saying, oh, well, this y'all celebrities, this will come with it. No, divorce stuff is private. It can absolutely stay private if you allow it to stay private. I'm gonna give you one even better. We went to mediation that he did not show up to. Mediation avoids you from going to court. Sorry, my phone's fine. Mediation is for you to figure it out before you even have to take it to court.
And also, a lot of men are wanting to know, like, why did she want it private? Her business. Like, it's not because she cheated in the marriage. It's because she is trying to uphold a professional image for her business ventures that she has in motion, for her endorsements, for her movies. When she goes out and she's rolling out the promotion for her movies or her shows and things like that, she's trying to keep it professional. She can't keep it professional if all of her laundry, whether she was in the wrong or not, is out here for the internet's consumption for entertainment. It literally, everyone knows this. And this is why y'all never see me in drama. And even as a content creator, if you put your personal business out here on the internet, People are not going to take you serious professionally. People are only going to talk about your personal drama that you have going on in your life. It literally overshadows your professional ventures that you have going on. So it's not because she has something to hide. She's trying to protect her image in her businesses that she has going on. That's what it's really about. She's a professional. She don't need drama to sell stuff. She don't need people in her personal business to promote anything. She's talented. She's creative. She don't need all of that. But you know who does? Not her, but you know who does? And then also, she could be doing it because of her kids too. She could be protecting her kids. So it serves her in every way to not have it all out here for the internet's consumption. And do you blame her? No. We don't blame her. So why are y'all trying to turn it into something else? Yes, even a DVD. He wanted to put everything out here when it came to their relationship. Like, it just gives bitter. Like, that's what it gives. It gives bitter that she's moving on and she's doing well. That's it. She's doing well.
I'm not negotiating nothing. I don't want to boom, boom, boom. Now we gotta go to court. Cool. We'll go to court because we can't figure it out. He won't show up to mediation. I'm stuck paying for that. Bet. Cool. We gotta go to court. My biggest mistake, but something that I don't regret, was giving him the amount of grace that I gave him, because it only backfired on me. It only backfired on me because I gave a man grace who didn't give it back.
Ooh.
So for y'all sitting there saying she want to see the father of her children in jail, I never said that. But most importantly, as the mother of his children, I told him I didn't feel safe. Niggas is saying, yeah, because if I was shown, I would have off that bitch. She would have take her to see the king. And I'm literally getting threats by grown men. And I'm literally going to my ex-husband. Keep in mind, me and Iman on good terms. I didn't even know we was beefing. So I didn't want some like, hey, baby daddy, what's going on? Like, yo, like, people was putting out these blogs. And then, somebody's kind of sending me a little bit of proof that you're paying to ship this stuff around to promote and help trend your name. Like, I'm like, but I don't want to believe that it's you because we're in such a great space. Like, I got love for you for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got love for you for real. So I just like want to know if you could like stand up for me because I feel like I've been standing up for you. For you to say I've been protecting you by staying silent, that's so like passive aggressive and like, what you trying to say? You protect me by staying silent, you're protecting me by making me look like I took everything from you? Are you serious? Do you realize even when I made the post to say I not too much my best friend, that was to give you a clean slate to do what you wanted to do, whether that was move on, get it right, fight for your family, whatever it was. I gave you a clean slate without people having to bash you. You were caught in the scandal around the time I made that announcement. Not me. So it's just like, I don't understand what the issue is. And like I said, above all, we end up going to court. I watched you say some really, really hurtful and nasty things about me. I still was cordial with you. I still was also, we're not going to sit here and make it seem like Teyana's using Iman for anything. Like, at the end of the...
And listen, like, if she did something, I would just say it. I don't understand. Like, somebody asked me the question, do you think all men cheat? Men cheat more than women do, but when women cheat, women do it better. Let me say it again. I was asked, do all men cheat? I responded, men cheat more than women do, but when women cheat better. If she cheated, I would just say it. But I haven't seen anything legitimate where it's being truly confirmed that she did. It's like you want to believe it so that you can feel validated in your feelings towards her, which is just weird to me. Like, I don't know why people have to be delusional about a person just so they can feel validated about why they don't like the person. Just say you don't like the person. Why you gotta make up shit to make yourself feel better about how you don't like somebody? Like, just say you don't like somebody. It takes guts just to say you don't like somebody. Instead, you got to be like, oh, it's because of this. It's because of this. It's kind of like the Meghan Markle situation. Like, people were literally trying to find something like, aha, I found the reason why I don't like her. Like, just say you don't like her. Damn. Just say like, oh, I just don't like her. I'm tired of people doing that. Men and women. Like, if you don't like somebody, be bold in it and just say, I don't like them. You don't really need a reason. But it's just so weird to me when people feel like they have to find a reason. Like, just say you don't like the person. I'm sick of that. If you don't like her because she's moving on or whatever the case may be, or you feel indifferent, about the person, then just say that. But to really like look and like, it's just really weird to me. Like, I don't understand it. Like, when I don't like somebody, I just be like, I don't like them. And I don't need a reason. I just don't like them. They not for me. Like, it's simple. But I can't stand it when people, and then like, cause I was looking at the Meghan Markle like discourse and like the women that were speaking out about why they don't like her. I was like, who's watching her that closely? Who's watching her to the point where you're like, oh, I don't like how she said that. And it's not that you don't like what she said. You don't like how she said it. Who is even paying that close attention to her like that? That's when you know it's jealousy, y'all. That's when someone is literally negging you and like picking you apart, like layer by layer by layer, and all you doing is just operating. Like, you just operating, just doing you, and they like, oh, I don't like that she did this, and I don't like that she did that. And it's literally you just being authentic, and they just don't like how you're being authentic. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't say anything wrong or anything like that. It was just you did it, and it just really bothered them. That's what I'm talking about. They are mad at the fact that Teyana divorced this man. That's it. That's what they're mad about. And the reason why they're mad that she divorced this man is because it fuels this anger in men about women in marriage. How they're able to just walk away and move on and life is still good for them. That's what this is really about. And then let's also tie into the fact that men are the ones that are truly lonely. They have been projecting on us this entire time. And so when we divorce them, it's about the loneliness. It's not about us. It's not about the marriage. It's not. It's about the loneliness. It's always been about that, which is why they project it so much on us all the time. It's like, damn, I don't even like, and they'll try to convince you you're lonely, and you be like, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the problem? They'll really try to convince you you're just so lonely, you're just so miserable. Like, oh my God, like it must be so awful. And it's because that's how they feel. That's why they hop from woman to woman to woman. They gotta always be attached to a woman constantly. They don't know what it's like to really be by themselves. So they've been projecting on women for a very long time. And this is why they're mad at Teyana, is because she divorced this man. And men are the type where they will suffer in a marriage. They will literally suffer in a marriage. They will sacrifice themselves for a marriage, but they'll still cheat though. But they'll sacrifice themselves, their happiness just to be married with a woman. And they're mad at women who don't do that. But the reason why men will sacrifice their happiness to still be married is so that they won't be lonely. It don't got shit to do with us. Like, it don't got shit to do with us at all. It's so that they won't be lonely. So they'll sacrifice how they're not happy in this marriage to stay with this woman and try to make it seem like it's about the family, but it's really not. They'll still cheat though and still make it seem like, but I'm going to still stay with my wife because even though I'm not happy in it, I'm going to still stay with her for the family, when really it's because they don't want to be alone. And this woman, even though he cheats, he's not 100% happy with her. She still cooks for him. She's still willing to have sex with him. Like, men are logical. So they weigh out the pros and the cons. Even though I'm not 100% happy in this situation, she do meet my needs in these other areas. So I'll stick with her though. Do they think we're dumb? Do they really think we're just idiots? Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I'm just not stupid. Like, I know that that's what it is. So they'll sacrifice their happiness. Women are just like, oh, I'm not sacrificing my happiness. I'm divorcing this man. I'm moving on so I can be happy. And it's because we tend to do the emotional labor. We tend to do the domestic labor in the marriage. So freeing ourselves, it does a lot for us. But for them, it's the opposite, because now they don't get cooked for. Now they don't have a woman doing their laundry. Now they don't have a woman that they can still come home to if they don't want to deal with the fun girls that night, the 304s. They can still come home to their wife. Do they think we're stupid? Seriously. So it ain't about happiness. Like, get out of my face with that. Like, I'm not buying that either. They want you to believe, oh, men will suffer in their marriage for... No. You're staying in that marriage because it still serves you in a way. It may not serve you in the fun way like the 304s and the strippers, but it does serve you still in a way to where you're willing to stay in it. Okay? Like... just get straight to the point. I don't like it when people try to bullshit me. Like, just, you weighed out the pros and the cons. You're like, well, my wife still does this and she still does that and she raises our kids and I can still have access to my kids whenever I want. So I'm going to stay with her, even though I'm not 100% happy in the marriage. That's what it's about.
The day, yes, Iman made his money and so did I. I've been in this business since I was 15 years old. We're not going to act like my bank account is like, nah, we're not doing it. I've had several Jordans. I've had several movies, several deals, all still active.
Ooh.
All still active.
I want to point out, she said active. I know that went over a lot of people's head, but not clock it. She said active. So Iman, did those contracts end? Are those endorsements still active? Because men were trying to convince me, like, no, like, he still got money, da 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 da. Michael Jordan, his endorsements are still active. He's Michael Jordan. He's Michael Jordan. And Teyana Taylor is still influencing, right? Like, Teyana Taylor's still that girl. She's still influencing. So I could see why her endorsements are still active. But what is Iman doing where he still has active endorsements or still has active contracts? Like, be so freaking for real, y'all. But this is the business side of it. This is the business side of it. What is he out here really, like, what he got going on to where his endorsements would still be active? A rap song? Please. A rap, you think it's a rap song? What is it? Let me think. I'm trying to think. Club Shay Shay, right? He has active endorsements. That's like everyone goes in on everyone goes in on what's his damn name? I just know him by Club Shay Shay. Anyway, let's just use him as an example. He was on what was he on ESPN? I always get it confused. Was he on ESPN or Fox? He was on ESPN. Yeah, he was on ESPN. He had a segment on ESPN. Him being on ESPN, Shannon Sharp. He being on ESPN, he 100% had active endorsements because he was on ESPN. And then now I'm pretty sure those contracts have extended because now he has Club Shay Shay. It's just business. A lot of these athletes don't transition well. Like, after they have their career, they don't really transition well. It's very rare, but it's so interesting to see the athletes who do. And Shannon Sharp transitioned real well. And he has been able to sustain everything that he has really built along the years. And when he played, and now he has like this continuation of that. And so I don't think men pay close attention to that, but I really do, because I think it's interesting. Like, you know, I crack jokes on Shannon Sharp all the time, but as a businessman, I have a lot of respect for him, because I'm like, that's not easy to do. People try to make it seem like it's so easy to transition. It's not. It's not. If that was the case, then all of these athletes would be able to do that. All of them. Cam Newton transitioned, and he's still not making what he was making when he was playing, but he's still building. I would say Cam is probably still building as he's transitioning. So it hasn't really gotten to where he was when he was in the NFL, but it could if he stays consistent and he makes the right business moves. But it's like it's very hard. It's very hard to transition. Not everybody transitions well. So I don't think that Iman has those active endorsements that he once had, where he was bringing in all of that money. I don't. So it's interesting. And then people are like, why did he do that reality TV show? To probably keep his endorsements active. If you end up on a reality TV show, brands are going to look at you like, okay, let's keep our contracts active with you. I be trying to tell y'all, these celebrities are just influencers. And that's why you'll even see I've seen a lot of content creators talk about this, but like, you are aware that celebrities now have to compete for endorsements with content creators, with the TikTokers, with the YouTubers, with the Instagrammers. Like, they have to now compete for endorsements with those content creators. So they're just influencers, y'all. Like, unless they're coming out with something that they own, that they're manufacturing, then they're just influencers. That's it. Like, they were the influencers before the influencers. They were the influencers before the content creators. That's all.
And the crazy part about it is, I said nothing when him and his lawyer told the internet, oh, Teyana's making more money. Teyana's bringing more money a month in than Iman is. Just because Iman played ball don't mean that this is a thing where it's like I'm trying to take money off of him. Iman haven't played ball since 2020. So yes, actively during the divorce, I was bringing more money than him in it. I am. So it's just like, how are we sitting here making it seem like I'm being a gold digger or taking from him? And we're not going to do that. I bought my tour bus with my hard-earned money. I bought my Sprinter with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach after Iman crashed my Rolls Royce and never replaced it. Damn. That I also bought. Okay? What are we talking about? Every single car that I walked away with, I literally paid for out of my pocket. Out of my pocket. Now, at this point, I make myself clear. Y'all gonna think what y'all wanna think regardless. Y'all gonna still run with y'all narratives because that's what people do. But one thing you will have clear is that Teyana ain't take nothing from Iman. Oh, that $1 million y'all claim, that 7-figure, 8-figure, that it was a one-time fee of $1 million and damages.
A fee he had to pay. A fee. So, Farm, you're going to keep creating your narratives to validate your feelings about marriage and how bad women are for divorcing their husbands. And it is what it is. But we're going to hold it down for her. We're going to hold it down. Unless some real stuff comes out that she really stepped out of her marriage. Because I have no problem talking about that. Because like I said, you know, women cheat more than women do. But when women do cheat, we do it better. Women are just better at being sneaky. Plus, we have to be better at being sneaky when it comes to cheating, because how we're viewed when we cheat is completely different from how a man is viewed when he cheats. We're supposed to take him back when a man cheats. But, oh my God, if a woman cheats, ooh, it's a totally different experience for us. So we have to be better. But until it actually comes out and it is truly confirmed, then I'll talk about it. But until then, it's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. That's it.
When Iman crashed a $400,000 Rolls Royce and Iman, you know, whatever other stuff he did, that was the things he had to pay me back. Iman left me with a whole lot of shit. That's another thing. Let's be clear with that too. When you're dividing marital assets, when you're dividing houses and stuff, if it's still bills a part of it, if it's still whatever taxes, who do they gotta pay for that? Because let's be clear. Big auntie want to be stuck paying taxes and bills and no. But guess what? I've been doing it. So it's not a win-win for either one of us. At the end of the day, we were two people that really loved each other at one point. And let's be real. We were two people that really loved each other at one point. You feel me? No one wins when the family feuds. Point blank and a period. And one thing that y'all can't ever take away from me is how much I love that man and how much I've held him down and how solid I've been to him. Love is the most important thing.
And this is why I don't believe in holding a man down. Do you see what she's going through? Do you see what she's going through? This is why I don't care if a man call me bitter. I don't care if a man call me bitter. I don't care if he call me a bitch. If it comes down to me doing what I need to do for myself, I'll be the villain. I don't mind. I don't mind. I would rather be the villain than to hold it down and then be treated like this. Seriously. I'd rather be the villain every single time. I don't mind it. It's very empowering when you're the villain and you're just doing what's best for you. You're just putting yourself first as a woman. So being the villain is very easy to be when you're just choosing yourself. Because we're supposed to be the givers. We're supposed to be the nurturers. We're supposed to tolerate and put up and tolerate and put up. I would rather be the villain. I would rather be the bitch. I just got to be honest with you. Like, I would rather be the bitch. I don't want to be the good woman. The way y'all treat good women, y'all shit on them. Y'all drag them. Y'all talk crazy about them. And then when they react to the disrespect, you call them bitter. So, yeah, I'd rather be the bitch. I would rather be the villain in the situation. I don't want to be the good woman. I don't. That shit is trash. Seriously. And then I tell young girls all the time, it serves you to be a good girl. Get good grades. Stay in school. Don't take boys seriously. Don't let them change course in your life. Be a good girl in that way. But when you become a grown woman, that good girl stuff, it needs to go to the wayside. It served you in girlhood and grown womanhood. It will literally break you. So that good girl stuff, toss that shit to the side. It served you. You got your education. You didn't allow a boy to change your future plans. You got good grades. Very proud of you. But as soon as you turn a grown woman at I would say 18, but let's say further out, right? Because you may still be at college. By the time you graduate college, that good girl stuff, that shit gotta go. It gotta go. It served its purpose. And you gotta know when something serves your purpose in a season, and then you gotta know when to pivot. So soon as you walk across that stage, you pivot out of that good girl stuff. Because if you don't, this world is going to eat you up, chew you up, and then spit you back out. And then blame you and say you're bitter. That's what it's going to do. Okay? I cannot stress this enough. If you don't go off to college, then I would say, around probably when you're able to legally drink, around 21, 22, throw it in the trash. Just throw it away. I wish somebody would have told me that when I was younger, because the only thing that's going to happen in this world, if you take on that good girl mentality after 21, 22, the world is going to eat you up, chew you up, spit you out, and then call you bitter, stupid, naive, and then blame you for everything. So it's better to be the villain when you're in your womanhood. It's better to be the bitch. You know what? When you're the bitch, people respect you. You know, when you're the bitch, people meet your standards. When you're difficult within good reason, people feel the need to, because they know better. They know, oh, I can't come at her just any type of way. Oh, I can't just talk to her any type of way. Oh, I can't just treat her any type of way. They already know what's expected of them before they even step to you. So that good girl, that good woman stuff, it got to go. 21, 22, got to go. Transition out of it. Know when to pivot when it comes to your life journey. Seriously.
That's something that was snatched away from the both of us. So to think that even if that was the case, that I took something from him to, you know, get a house and get a car and boom, 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 like, that shit means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing.
Oh.
At all. I never tried to send Iman to jail. I'm still not trying to send Iman to jail. However, I had to file a motion to get him to leave me alone so we can both go and live our life in peace. Like, I'm confused because y'all know peace is what I want. Like, I don't want no smoke, bruh. Like, I'm too happy right now. Bitch, I'm too happy right now. Bitch, I'm too happy right now. Bitch, you think I want to sit here? Motherfucker.
This is what he mad about, y'all. This is also what he mad about. He's not happy. But when he was with her, he went out of the relationship. He went outside of the relationship to seek happiness. So I'm just, now that you have the freedom to do what you want to do, you're not happy in it. Make it make sense. Does this look like a happy man?
You talking about some divorce? That only makes me look like I'm coming with a whole bunch of baggage. Like, nobody want to do that. But yeah, like I said, it is what it is. This divorce, these settlements and all this fake force shit, all this stuff is old. They tried to put this out back in June 2024, but it didn't work because
I don't think so.
Right after court, I flew straight down to Paris Fashion Week and was doing all of that. So it was overshadowed. And then it's crazy how days after my Black Woman in Hollywood Essence Award, now this comes back up to the light. And not only is it coming back up, but it is also not true.
Crazy.
It's not true. Y'all forgot after the divorce, he went and did skits. He went and did skits, creating a narrative about the da-da-da. Man, LA took you, boy, you got da-da-da. He went and did skits. He's been throwing shots at me the whole time through his music. He's doing skits. Like, at the end of the day, y'all didn't see me do none of that. I've done nothing but work my ass off and mind my business.
Damn, so he doing exactly what DVD been out here doing over The Little Mermaid.
But y'all forgot all of that. Y'all forgot all that. It's awfully strange how even today, as we speak, it ain't been on the Shade Room for more than 20 minutes that whatever they posted, his lawyer was already responding. Well, babe, that was the energy that I need, attorney Phil. That was the energy that I needed when the other fake rumor came out and it looked like I was taking the man for all he got. And I reached out to my ex-husband and I told him that I didn't feel safe. Why didn't you and your people clear it up then? Why didn't y'all do it then? Because you looking like the victim brings you more of whatever you feel like makes you feel better. And that's not cool. Making you like a villain for what? This shit is a year old. Like, come on. Like, I please show me the proof where I want to send him to jail. Show me the proof where I ever said anything foul about Iman publicly, anything foul about Iman to y'all. I've done nothing but protect this man. I can't control what's in our divorce documents. At the end of the day, when you have to get divorced and you're getting divorced, you have to speak your truth. I spoke my truth just like Iman. The shit only got put out because Iman leaked the divorce documents from Jump Street. Our divorce was private. Our proceedings was private. Everything was private for a whole year. Y'all didn't even know. I'm gonna give you one even better. The same time that I filed for divorce, I still had Iman opening up for me on tour. Iman was still with me on tour.
That's crazy. That's see what you see what happens when you too nice? You see what happens? Listen, Teyana Taylor is gorgeous. This girl, her face, oh my gosh. Like, there is never gonna be another Teyana Taylor. With this face, oh, her face be eating. Just be eating. And you know, it's so crazy because Iman responded with a business venture that he's working on. Like, he posted the behind the scenes. It's like, what are we supposed to think? What are we supposed to think? I don't understand. And then he spoke about, what was it, astrology? Cancers don't get mad, we get disappointed, which is worse.
Let's talk about it. Iman was with me on tour. We singing Wake Up Love, we kissing, we hugging, we da-da-da-da. Like, at the end of the day, I still had your back. I still looked out for you. And that's another thing. Y'all sitting here saying, like, at the end of the day, I always held Iman down. When Iman stopped playing basketball, I got him on the shy. I got him on the shy.
That's crazy.
I called Lena and said, yo, these motherfuckers is playing with my husband. Like, he's so much bigger than basketball. He's so much bigger than boom, 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 boom. Like, he can act, he can model, he can boom, boom, boom. He can do whatever he want to do. Let's get him where he needs to be. I got him on into his acting. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
That's crazy.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's not cool. It's not cool. It is not cool that you could sit there and act like I brought nothing to this marriage. I brought nothing to our union. Our union is, I always been Teyana Taylor. Iman Shumpert was Iman Shumpert in the NBA. However, our family dynamic, our union is what built household names. Let's be clear. This wasn't he worked his ass up in the NBA to fund her empire. Whoa, we not doing that. We not doing that. We're not doing that. No. I gave him a lot. I gave him a lot of grace and all of the things. And no, I see your
And then this woman done gave everything to this man. Literally, she supported him in every which way. And like, it still wasn't enough. And men wonder why you can't trigger modern women about marriage anymore. Like you just can't. You just can't. Women are being more logical than ever because we have access to so much information. And then men are also coming on social media telling us how they really feel about women. So it gives us a realistic, eye-opening approach to marriage and kids and the whole thing. And it's just like, when you really think of it, it's like, I don't really care to do it for real. Like, I don't care. Like, it would have to be such a perfect situation for me to even consider. And that's a consideration. That's just a consideration. That's like an intake form. It's like, oh, I'll intake your form, but doesn't mean I'm going to take the offer. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just like, it's not worth it. Like, God would really have to tap me on my shoulder for real, y'all. God would have to be like, because even when God tapped me on my shoulder, I'm like, and I'm doing, it's gonna be like that. I'm being so for real. I'm like, God, why you, like, can you stop bothering me? Like, I'm just trying to live my life, okay, in peace. Cause why are you tapping me on my shoulder? Like, it really have to be like that. Cause like, y'all, could you imagine the headache? I don't want to be in this space where it's not peaceful. Like, it's drama. It's animosity. Like, who wants to deal with this? Like, it's like, you go be happy and I go be happy. And if that means that you have to live on this side of the world and then I have to live on this side of the world, I'm okay with that because I have my peace. You know, like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not against it at all. But, and if we coming together, we can't create that together, then like, you go to your side and I go to my side and we go be happy on our own. Because y'all laughing, but I'm being so for real. Like, I'm like, God, I think you got the wrong one. I think you tapping the wrong shoulder. I think you got me confused with somebody else.
That is not the reason you got fired off the shop. Iman getting fired off the shop, how would that benefit me? If he got child support to pay, how would that benefit me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all literally looking for whatever y'all gonna look for to make something negative when the truth is right in front of your face. The truth is right in front of your face.
Oh, yeah, it's so obvious.
Y'all was in a frenzy saying that I took him for all he got. I'm clearing that up and saying that it is not true. I paid for all my stuff. Then y'all was in a frenzy saying that I tried to send him to jail. I'm telling you, that is also not true. I never demanded him to go to jail, and y'all still finding a problem. Which one is it? Which one is it? I've been protecting and fighting for Iman our whole relationship, our whole marriage, our whole everything.
Man, that's crazy.
And that was being flipped on me? That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. Like, just a few days ago, me and Iman had a whole conversation about, yo, I'm about to go in for this, you know, boom. I'm like, yo, we claiming that shit. You got this? You got this, baby daddy, you good. Like, you got this. Like, we literally are cool. That's why I'm really confused.
That's crazy.
When people don't believe what they want to believe, yeah, it's just like, it's not cool. It's not cool. And that's gonna always be the problem. The lie is gonna.
And it's a desperate attempt. So that just tells me things are not going well for him business-wise. Because if he feels the need to do this and it's blindsiding her, then that means that he feels the need to do it because he's trying to get some motion going. So he's willing to betray her, basically. Like, he's betraying her, basically. And put to the public, all to make something happen so he can make some money. And that's just dead wrong. So that's why she's just so blindsided by all of this. But what we're witnessing is betrayal. If her side of the story is true, what we're witnessing is truly betrayal, y'all.
Always be more relevant than the truth, and I get that. But I'm also fine with saying what I gotta say, and then if y'all still believe the lie, then that's fine too. But how about this? Let's just stop leaking stuff. Let's just stop leaking stuff, y'all. I'm tired. And I don't want to feel, I'm about to keep talking about this, and I also don't want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells. Like, oh my God, I have a movie coming out. That means the fake rumor's about to come out. Another thing about the divorce is about to come out. Okay, I have this movie coming out. Oh God, and we're just waiting for something. It's too much. It's too much.
We're going to be clocking it now.
It's too much. It's too much. So no, I'm not rolling. And everything I'm saying to y'all on this live is exactly what I told Iman. Iman, we both know that's not true. You know good and well I ain't take all these luxury cars and properties from you. You know that.
That's crazy.
What do I gain out of making myself look like I took a black man for all he got? I said all of this in text. So what are we talking about? Please leave me alone. Like, I'm not about to address this anymore. Just please, whatever anybody's gonna release it on your own time. Don't wait for me to have what I have going on for rumors to randomly start coming out. That's all I'm saying. Like, I want it to be divorced. We're divorced, and I want to move on with my life in peace. And I can't seem to do that if every once in a while, every time I got something going on, there's another rumor about this divorce that's sealed coming out, bro. It can only come from two places. It is either me or him. It's either me or him. Who is it coming from? What do I gain out of looking like I'm taking a man for all he got?
Probably.
I ain't gonna front. If I really did come up, bitch, that just would have been the way the cookie crumbled, bitch, shit. But I didn't. So I'm not going to allow you to take the credit for everything that I paid for. I remember the day it came out of my account. I remember the day I was like, damn, bitch, that's a lot of money. I remember all of that. I don't give up. I got Bill Gates money. Some shit is expensive. I'm like, bitch, that's expensive shit. But at the end of the day,
Fact.
I worked my ass off, and I was able to get myself all of these luxury things, and I was able to walk away with all of the luxury things that I paid for, and so was Iman. I didn't snatch back no gifts from him. I didn't do none of that. I can't control what he did on his side. But be clear, all of this was private until he leaked this divorce, before he leaked this whole divorce. I filed in issues to keep me, him, and the kids safe and out of the public's eye. One thing y'all always seen me do was go to the internet and ask y'all to please stay out of the group chat. Please mind your business. Please just give us the privacy to handle this accordingly. I've always pleaded for that. I've always pleaded for privacy in regards to our divorce, our separation, our ups and downs. So for y'all even sitting there being mad at me for doing a nice post after y'all was this close to canceling him, me going in and saying, yo, like, that's not, like, back up on my bestie, not too much, Like, I'm supposed to do that. We share children together. We have a daughter that's on social media. I'm supposed to protect my family. At the end of the day, Iman is still my family. We're going to be family for the next 21 years. So it's going to be what it's going to be. Like, and the crazy part about it is even through all this, and as in closing, through all of this, Iman is still my family. I have nothing but love for Iman. But it is hurtful that he has not once stood up for me. He hasn't once stood up for me this whole divorce process. Like, he hasn't stood up.
That's crazy.
And I had to let the judge know, like, yo, this just gotta stop. And at the end of the day, you still violating court orders. We're not allowed to even discuss who got what or what you leaking information that had our private addresses on it, that had our kids' full names and where they go to school. That's too much.
Wow.
That's too much. But at the end of the day, I don't have nothing against Iman. That's my motherfucking family. And honestly, even through it all, I still look at it as gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no beef with Iman. That's why it's mind-boggling that all this shit keep coming out. And then when I'm addressing him about it, it turns into an argument. So it's only showing that one person is mad at this situation. I even sat in court and told them people that that's like family to me. He said, she'll never be family to me. Cool.
What?
That's fine, but I'm not gonna match your energy, bro. I'm not gonna do that. I swear for Lord, anything. If I ever see Iman outside and look like some niggas is on his head, I'm jumping in that. Period. I'm jumping in that. I'm jumping in that. I'm getting on that with niggas. Like, what? Are you shitting me? That's my baby daddy before anything. That is my family before anything. What? Now, if he would do the same, I don't know. But I know where I stand. I'm not upset with Iman. I am hurt by how he has handled the situation, handled the whole divorce proceedings, including everything that's happening now. But Iman is my family. And Iman is the father of my children. And that's never going to change. That's never going to change. It's never going to change. So please just leave me alone, babe. Shit, I'm tired, y'all. Because Iman has been through way more scrutiny on social media than you. When a black man gonna get... No, the problem is Iman ain't been through way more scrutiny than me. How you tell me what I've been through? How you tell me what I've been through? What scrutiny has he been in? How... It's no way to be under scrutiny if every single time he's under scrutiny, I'm coming behind him and protecting him and uplifting him and saving him. But when I'm going under public scrutiny and threats by grown-ass men, you feel like it's best for you to stay quiet? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? See, the thing about it is we're in a time right now where men in general, and I won't say, it's a majority of men who lacks accountability. Ooh. And I feel like this has been, the last few years have been a few years of just men just wanting to be the victim so bad. Ooh. But then get mad when, whatever, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Y'all niggas lack accountability and that's the problem. But there is a minority of men that will stand up no matter what y'all going through, that will stand up for the mother of their children, that will stand up for somebody that they once loved, that will protect his family no matter what. There's still men out there that is willing to protect their family no matter what. When I came to Iman and told him that I didn't feel safe, nothing else should have mattered. Why are we even on this phone arguing? I'm coming to you saying, yo, baby daddy, I don't feel safe. Like niggas talking about they gonna off me if I boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, I don't feel safe. Well, back in 2023, when I did,
That's crazy.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I've done nothing but protect him the whole way through. You can Google Teyana and Iman's divorce. All you ever see me speak on is begging niggas to stay out of our business. Tell me where the lie is. All I've ever done was beg niggas to stay out of our business and stay out of our divorce proceedings. Even when he filed the motion to make our names public to the world, I literally went on and I blamed TMZ. I was like, y'all sitting there and y'all mind y'all business, stay out of the group chat. I could have easily said, you know what, it's really unfortunate that my ex-husband would make our divorce public. I could have said that. And niggas in the butt a long time ago. I did not. I said, it's really hurtful that someone would leak it out. Just please respect me and my family's privacy. Protected him. When all my utilities and shit was cut off, and it made it to the blogs, because it was in a court, so it made it to the blogs, and Iman had all that shit turned off, who came running to the internet protecting him? Iman ain't turning them off, ain't nobody turning them off, we would never be sitting ducks, boom, boom. Granted, the shit was turned on the same day, because me and my children would never be sitting ducks. But it's the problem that every single time something has came out,
that's crazy. I
protected him, myself, and our children with love, respect, and grace. And none of that was reciprocated. None of that was reciprocated. And I really think that Iman know.
And this is what, and then like they wonder why she's divorcing him or she divorced him. Cause like y'all, I'm very big on the character of the man never changes no matter what the circumstances are. I'm very big on that. This has been in his character. It's been in his character. So when a man truly leads by a certain character, it doesn't matter what the situation is, he's going to lead in that character, period. So it's crazy how he had the utilities turned off with the kids in the house. It's just, and again, I really think the reason why all of this is happening is because he's not doing that well financially. And when you are in a relationship with a man who was doing that well financially when you entered the relationship, you see a totally different man once his financial situation changes. But a man with good moral character, doesn't matter if he has a lot of money or he got a little bit of money or he don't got money at all. He would never do you like this. And this is why young women, like, money cannot be enough. Like, him having money cannot be enough. It just cannot be. Like, he needs to have good character. And I'm always going to tell you, look for a man with integrity. Because even when a man makes a mistake, because men are not perfect, I'm not perfect, but even when I make my mistakes, I still have integrity. So that means I have to own up to my wrongdoings. I have to course correct. I have to be accountable, because that's all part of integrity. So money cannot be enough. It just cannot. It can't be enough to raise a family. It can't be enough to have kids with. It just cannot. Because you know what happened? She married a man that doesn't have integrity. And you know what he did? He turned off the lights with her kids in that house. A man with integrity would not do that. At all. So that's why it's so important that women, you got to look for that integrity. And listen, the integrity is like a blanket. It literally covers everything for good character, honestly. Because it kind of just branches off to accountability. It branches off to, okay, I'm not perfect. I made a mistake, but let me right my wrongs. It literally just branches off, and it just covers pretty much everything. So look for that. Like, you have to look for that. And then even when a man has integrity, he's going to do the right thing, even when no one is watching. Even when he's going to do right by you, even when he's not getting praise, because he has integrity. No one has to look over his shoulder to make sure he's treating you right. He has integrity. Like, it just covers everything.
Oh, that for social media, my social media anxiety is through the roof. Y'all know I don't do this. Y'all barely see me live. Like, y'all know I'm shy as fuck. Like, I barely like red carpets. Like, y'all already know the social media shit gives me anxiety. So with Iman knowing that, he knows that pushes my buttons. Nobody knows this man better than nobody knows this man better than I do. Iman gets a kick out of this. What's happening right now? Like, me being in this state, me having to even do this, he knows that this blows my mind. I don't like this. I don't like this. And he knew that I would lead our divorce with my heart. That's what he banked on. He banked on my heart. And that's where I went wrong. I went wrong by still, calling him my family and still moving with grace and still saving him and still boom, 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 and boom, 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 boom. And he ain't, none of that was returned. None of that was reciprocated. None of that. I'm trying to keep this private to this day.
And the reason, like, a lot of women are like, I don't understand why she's doing that. It's because of those kids, y'all. She does, and it's so crazy how she's being villainized in so many different ways, because she don't want to take those girls away from their dad. She don't want to do that, because she knows that if she starts to feed into his little antics, his little passive aggressive games, it's just going to create a mess between them. And then it's going to cause friction between those girls seeing their dad. And that's what it's really about. And that's why, like, as a woman, when you choose to have a child, it's not an easy decision to make. It's just not. And I hope with everything that you see going on with women who had kids by men that, to me, just weren't father material. Do you see what they're going through? Like, Halle Bailey is a prime example of that. Having a child is not just a simple decision to make. I saw a woman on TikTok. I don't know her name, but she's out of New Orleans. She is a content creator, and she's pregnant. She found out that she was pregnant. She made a comment about, because her people were calling her out about something, and she said, but he has good hair. It hasn't even been, I don't think she's even out of her first trimester, and this man has already switched up on her. And of course, the internet doesn't forget. They're calling her out saying, oh, but he has good hair, so you'll be all right. And now she has to make that hard decision if she should go through with the pregnancy, because she only knew him for a year. She didn't even know him for a full year. She ended up getting pregnant, and now it's like this whole thing. And the signs are there that he's not going to be there for her or that child. And she's still in her first trimester. I don't know how far along she is. She's not really showing yet. But it's like women are making dumb choices when it comes to having kids. Like making it off of good hair. Making it off of because we would make cute babies. Like, what is this, middle school? Like, what the hell? And now reality is sinking in for her that she most likely is going to raise this child alone. Seriously. But she needs to hold herself accountable because she was just being delusional. I don't know what else to say. Then there's another woman. It's all over TikTok right now. She's married to, she got married to a white male. And I haven't talked about it, but I'm thinking about talking about it because I warned black women about white men. I've been warning y'all about them. I didn't warn you to say, don't date them. I warned you to make you self-aware. And so she married this man. He's a Trump supporter. I don't really care what your political views are. It's your business, right? So I'm not going to get into that. That's not what this is about. But I have to create a narrative, right? I have to show you what the narrative is. So she was on social media and, you know, she got a lot of backlash from the black community because she was outwardly supporting Trump. And she would make like these slick comments and things about, you know, why she supports Trump as a black person. But she was married to this white man. After the election and after Trump got into office, her husband just switched up on her. Just switched up on her. And she's pregnant. And he went out and he just disappeared on her. Like he disappeared on her and she was just left wondering like where he's at. So she's calling around looking for her husband. She can't find him. All of a sudden she gets served papers at the home for divorce and for custody of the child. I cannot make this up. It's crazy. And so this is all over this is all over TikTok. She's getting served papers for custody of a child. She's not even in her second trimester, I don't think. She's refusing to have an abortion, which is her right? But people are trying to talk her into it because it's like, girl, this is not about to go the way that you think. And then he's over here playing chess with her. So he has the finances. He has the finances to back him when it comes to all of this. She doesn't even have a lawyer. She can't even afford a lawyer. She's on TikTok asking for donations. And I warned y'all because the reason why I was warning black women when it comes to white men was because it happened to me with my mentor. And I saw how he was able to use the court system against me as a black woman. So I gave you a heads up. I said, hey, sis, be careful. And it's just me fighting for my rights, me getting justice for what happened to me. No kids involved. But I started thinking about it from a different perspective. Like, what if I had a kid? I wouldn't win in court against that man because I'm a black woman. So he's trying to paint her out to be crazy and unstable, using the stereotype of the crazy, angry black woman against her. Y'all, the situation is crazy. The situation is insane. And a lot of people feel like the reason why he switched up on her was because he didn't think that conservatorship was going to be in. So now that conservatorship is in, Trump is in office, he's like, oh, let me, I can live how I really want to live. So he's like, let me get rid of my black wife because that ain't a part of the program no more. And, oh, let me keep the baby though. I just need to get rid of her and like start this whole new life from the way that he always wanted to. It's really, y'all, that situation is crazy. That should be a movie because I never seen anything like this ever before. And it's crazy because I don't think I think she's really trying to process everything emotionally and mentally about like what's going on, because she's being betrayed in the worst way, y'all. Like, this is betrayal to the highest level. And I feel so bad for her. And I'm not going to hold against her what her political views are. You know, I think life has an interesting way of teaching us things. There's no need in beating her up. Life is literally humbling the fuck out of her. So, you know, who am I to like beat her over the head now that all of this is happening to her? It's just like, you live and you learn. All right. And when you're wise, you can live through other people and their experiences, and it teaches you what not to do. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting back witnessing all of this and seeing how she's going through it. And everyone is talking about this on TikTok. And they're the ones that filled me in from the very beginning, catching up to now. And I'm just like, girl, you better get your stuff together, because if she don't, she gonna give birth to this baby, and he's gonna take the baby away from her. And he doesn't want joint custody. He doesn't, which is why he's trying to make her out to be unstable. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So, ladies, back to what I was saying. Think twice when you want to have a baby. Think twice about what you really getting yourself into. This is why you really have to think twice about it, because men can switch up on you at any time. So when you decide to have a baby, automatically think single mother. Automatically. Because I grew up, my father told me when I was 8, 9 years old, he said, mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. That's what he told me. Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. He never said, that's that man's baby, he's also responsible for you and the child. Nope. He skipped all of that. He said, mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. And the saying goes, the man can go to the corner store, get milk, and never come back. So when you decide, soon as you think you grown, you laying up in that bed, you doing grown things, and you end up pregnant, think mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. And yes, this goes for married women. This goes for married women. Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. You are going to be responsible for that child. So, and I really think women need to understand that. I don't know where her family is. It doesn't seem like she has that much support, which was, and she's also very young too. She's very young. She's young too. So I don't know where her family is. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm definitely tuning in to see like how this is all about to play out, because this was my biggest concern for Black women. And I'm going to tell you this until the day that I die. Black women is always going to be you versus everybody. You got to have your back at all times. You got to think 10 times, 50, you got to think 10 steps, 15 steps, 20 steps ahead at all times. You cannot be naive when you're a Black woman at all. It could cost you your life. It could cost you your children's lives. I'm pretty sure in a million years she didn't think that this could happen to her at all. So it's crazy. I'm gonna always tell you, it's you versus everybody. It's you versus everybody. It's you. And I learned this at a very young age because of the things that I went through as a young girl, and seeing how I was treated as a Black woman. It didn't matter if it was a Black man or a white man. It didn't matter if it was a non-Black woman. It didn't matter if it was a family member. As a Black woman, when somebody wants to do something to you because they get a kick out of it, or they get a leg up, or they're able to they feel they can get over on you because you are a Black woman, they'll do it. Never put nothing past. You can't put anything past anybody. You really can't. As a Black woman, you just can't. And then people always think, because we're stereotyped, that we don't have the resources, that we don't have the support. And you know what? To some degree, it's true. It's true. That's why people take advantage of us, because they know we don't get the same support that other women get. They know that we don't get the same protection that other women get. They know that. So they target us. So it's always going to be you versus everybody. And you don't know who's who. That's the thing. The blue bracelets, that's not enough for us. Not as a black woman. Because people have cloaked themselves to be supporters. People have cloaked themselves to be allies. People have cloaked themselves to give community service and do charity work. People have cloaked themselves to be mentors. And you know what they did? They took advantage. They took advantage. I got taken advantage of for going to a minority nonprofit organization that was supposed to help me as a young black business owner, and I got violated. So I don't care what you cloak yourself in. I don't care if you feel like you're doing charity work to make yourself feel better. I don't trust people easily, and this is why. And you go to them for help. You go to them for resources, right? Because they're advertising and they're supposed to help you, right? And then they take advantage of you. So that's just been my experience in this world. So it's always going to be you versus everybody. And you always got to have your own back. And the only way you can have your own back is you have to think. You have to trust your instincts. You have to trust your intuition. You going against yourself to trust somebody else, you should never do that. Don't ever go against yourself to trust someone else. Don't ever go against yourself to give someone else the benefit of the doubt. Don't ever go against yourself to give someone else grace. That's why Teyana Taylor is in this situation. Don't ever go against yourself to what do I used to do this all the time. I used to go against myself to spare them. Let me spare them. No, let them have it. Let them actually have it. So I don't spare people no more. I don't give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not giving you grace if you did some weird shit to me. If you feel like I'm a bitch and I'm holding a grudge, so be it. But you're not getting over on me though. You're not taking advantage of me though. You're not playing in my face though. You're not disrespecting me though. So that's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. And this has just been my life experience. This is why I say the things that I say. It's not to talk you out of living your life. It's not to scare you out of living your life. It's to make you aware of how the world is so that you can know how to operate in it. So you can be prepared for whatever life wants to throw at you. Because at times I was unprepared. I was so unprepared. So that's what it's really about. Like that's what it's always about for me. And it's so hard seeing this girl go through that. And she has such a journey ahead of her. Like she's going to be fighting literally for her child because she does not want to get an abortion. And, you know, that's her right. That's her choice. That is her choice. She doesn't want to get the abortion. She wants to go through with it. Same thing with the other girl. You know, she's learning a hard lesson, too. The girl from New Orleans who's pregnant and this man just switched up on her. And she was saying that ignorant stuff about good hair. So listen, ladies, and to the other girls, you witnessing all of this, a wise girl, which I'm always going to tell you, you're never too young to make wise choices because you're not. A wise girl would learn from their situations, not make fun, not laugh, not joke, but actually learn from what they're going through because that can help you a lot in so many different ways. So it's crazy what's going on, but there's a lot going on TikTok, y'all. There's a lot going on that TikTok app. Seriously, a lot.
And that's another thing. People's like, oh, well, you only want to keep it private, so you don't have to show people what you did to him. Me wanting to keep private, I bought all my own shit. I bought my own properties. I put money into Okay, I just don't want people in my business. I'm forced to have to tell my business because him and his people, and maybe it's not him, maybe it's his lawyers, but y'all all still together. I don't play that. You have the control to tell your lawyers what to do. It's awfully strange how every single time something come out about me, it come out on the same blog. It starts off little, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I have the proof that you're paying people to post this stuff. Like, come on, like this is just, it's a lot. Oh. It's a lot, and
she has the proof that he's paying these people to post this stuff. This is crazy.
I'm done with it. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get my hair done.
What?
I'm a mess.
You look a mess.
Yeah. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm never addressing this again. If anybody got any confusion, come your ass back and you can just watch what I already recorded. I'm not addressing.
Y'all, I want to look a mess like this. I want my hair to look a mess like this. Girl, this is you looking a mess? Girl, oh, okay. She need her hair done? You do? It's giving effortless, isn't it? Like, girl, okay. Well, alrighty then. Like that, okay.
This again. So I'm just letting y'all know now, I'm no longer addressing this. If anything else come out around the time that I have movies, sneakers, videos, whatever I got coming out, you know exactly what's going on.
Ooh.
You know exactly what's going on. So, you know, I would like to live my life in peace.
She just want peace, y'all. This is crazy.
I really would. And I would like him to live his life in peace. Like, I hope that, you know, everybody can just move on and be happy.
And you know what's so crazy? Like, when you're the type of person where you want to be at peace, you want to be at peace so much that you want the other person to be at peace too. Like, it's not even like, I just want to be at peace. And then I want you to be miserable. No. People who really operate from that space of wanting to be in peace, we want other people to be at peace too. We do. Because that adds to our peace. Like, it does. It's like, no, only me can have peace, but no, not you. No, not you. Not you. But no, it's like people who really operate from that space. It's like, no, I want to be at peace. I want you to be at peace. Because that's how it works. We feed off of each other's energy. But I can't be at peace if you're not, and then we have kids together. So yeah, she wants that man to be at peace. It's not that Teyana is just trying to be this girl where she's allowing this man to just take advantage of her. Not necessarily. Because she has to work with him because of these kids, y'all. And so she's tied to this man because of these kids. So if she wants peace, she's going to want it for him too, because that's going to give her peace. It's not her trying to be taken advantage of. Like, I promise you, y'all feel like she being too nice. Maybe when it comes to the public, yeah. But but again, it has more to do with like her wanting peace so that she can try to move forward with peace with her kids. That's what it's really about. Okay. Let's not forget about the kids, y'all. Let's not forget about the kids. But I understand her I understand her completely. I understand her position completely. And it's a very very complicated space to be in when you're trying to be at peace. You have kids with this man and he's just doing everything that he can to disrupt it. Like, literally everything. And he doesn't want her to be at peace, obviously, because if he did, he wouldn't be doing all of this.
These fake rumors that's coming out, none of this stuff is from this year. None of this stuff is from this week. All this shit is old. Not only is it not true, but it's old. So it resurfacing magically during the time of accolades for me was just weird to me. It's just weird to me.
Trying to sabotage her.
Mad that I even have to be doing this. Like, this is too much. Like, my anxiety is through the fucking roof. I don't like this kind of stuff. So just like, please.
And it's so crazy. If she was to come on here yelling and being the angry black woman, they would have villainized her even more. She came on here and she spoke her piece. She spoke her truth. And they're still villainizing her. It's like, it doesn't matter what you do as a black woman. It's never going to be good enough. Like, it's not. That's why I stopped caring. I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. You can call me a bad woman. You can call me bitter. You can call me bitch. I don't give a fuck. And the reason is because it's never going to be good enough. And because I operate in this space that I'm enough, I don't give a fuck about nothing outside of myself. Like, I'm enough. So that's all that matters. That's how I operate now. I don't operate from, oh, I need to be seen as enough. People need to see me. And I don't even care about that because it's never enough. It doesn't matter how. You could show up as your best. You could be the type of woman where you take accountability. You could be the type of woman where you consider others. You could be the type of woman where you could be so nurturing, so giving, so feminine, so pretty, so beautiful, so this, so all of this. And it's still not enough. So I just started focusing on me being enough and to hell with everybody else. And if you don't like it, I don't give a shit. Like, that's just how I'm operating now, because you will drive yourself mad You will never have peace in your life. You will never reach happiness if you only rely on others as seeing you as enough. And when you're a black woman, it's never enough. Doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. You could put the whole world on your back and carry it. And they be like, do you see her? Do you see her attitude? She thinks she all that. Oh, she bitter. It's like damn. It's really like that. Like it's like damn. It is really like that.
Please, I'm begging you. And that's another thing I want to say. Iman is extremely talented. I think he's an amazing writer, an amazing rapper. I think Iman is amazing at whatever it is he put his mind to, and I would like him to focus on that.
Ooh.
Our names don't need to be attached for him to be great at what he's doing, and our names don't need to be attached for me to be great at what I'm doing. Our names in divorce do not need to be attached to one another for us to be great. So please, just stop. Just please, y'all, mind your business. Like, I don't want niggas in the group chat, bro. Like, I don't want that. Like, please, y'all, I'm begging y'all. Like, from day one, I've asked for privacy in this matter. I'm not saying I asked y'all to give me privacy in my whole life. That part's gonna be what it's gonna be. But in this divorce matter, in this matter of my family, I beg y'all for privacy from
y'all. She praises this man because she hopes it will create the peace. But you know what? She did that when she was married to him. If you go back, I think I said this like earlier in this live. If you go back and you watch her reality TV show, just the first season, she was praising that man because she was doing well. And to be honest, she was doing better. So she's still doing better. So she feels like she has to uplift him and praise him so that it can create this peace between them. But because he's insecure with where he is in life, it's not enough. Like it's not enough. And I'm pretty sure he keeps comparing himself to her, which does not help. Oftentimes we see this dynamic in friendships. We do. Like, you're doing well, but maybe your friend is not. Or maybe your friend is doing well, but you're not. And so you're comparing yourself to your friend, or your friend is comparing herself to you, and you're doing well and she's not, or whatever the case may be, vice versa, right? And then there's jealousy there. It's the same thing. And it doesn't matter. You can speak so much life into your friend, or your friend can speak so much life into you. But if she doesn't do the inner work, the jealousy is just going to eat her from the inside out. And then it's going to spill over, and then it's going to project. And this is how he's choosing to project it onto her. So she's feeling the need to praise, and she's feeling the need to big this man up in hopes that he will stop. Like, he will actually leave her alone. And the thing that sucks is that she feels the need to do this because those kids are still attached to their dad. She may not be, but those kids who are attached to her are still attached to that man. So she's trying to do the best that she can do. And she was doing it in her marriage. And I'm pretty sure that was exhausting. Because, y'all, this man sounded awful. Like, I was watching the reality show and he was like in the booth and he was like doing his little thing or whatever. And I was like, okay. All right. I'm not really feeling it. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But I didn't feel like he should get into music at all.
Day one. And he took that away from me. So I'm begging y'all again, please, just give both him and I some privacy when it comes to this divorce. And honestly, this divorce is signed, sealed, and delivered. So hopefully this never even have to come up again. But please let him do what he's doing in peace and let me do what I'm doing in peace. I'm begging y'all. I am begging y'all to let me get my backbone out of peace. All right, bye.
I feel so bad, y'all. I do. I feel bad. I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for Teyana Taylor. I just want women to learn from this, y'all. Learn from this, please. So we don't have to keep seeing women go through this, because this is a lot. This is very stressful. I think the Mufasa relationship is PR. I do. She got projects coming out. She has movies coming out. She has a movie coming out. She has 2 shows coming out, things like that. She may even be releasing some music. So I think the Mufasa relationship is just PR. I could be wrong though. And then, oof, y'all, I need to talk about Megan Good and Jonathan Majors. Oh my God. And you know, even though they're married, and hear me out, even though they're married, is it just me, or do I still feel like something is not right with their relationship? It gives fake to me still. And I'm like, but y'all married though. But why don't it feel real? I'm not even trying to hate on her. Like, listen, she chose Jonathan Majors. It is what it is. But is it just me where it just feels like off? I don't know what it is. Like, I try to put my differences aside when it comes to the man she chose to marry, but it's like, it just don't feel real. Like, it feels so performative. Like, every time I see them, it just feels so like, I know when Megan is acting. So sometimes, like, even recently, I don't know if this was TMZ, but a reporter was asking her about kids or whatever. Even that little interaction, it just didn't seem real at all. And I don't know. It just look a mess. It do. It don't look authentic. It don't look natural. That's what it is. Like, whenever I see couples together, I can tell when their energy is intertwined because there's a rhythm that they carry because they're together. And I don't see the rhythm. I see a disconnect. And so when they're trying to play into this whole romance, I'm not seeing the rhythm. I'm not seeing the chemistry. Like, I'm not seeing them like intertwined at all. And I'm a very spiritual person, so it's like, why I don't feel like y'all in rhythm with each other when y'all talk, when y'all walk, when y'all operate. It's like things are just, I don't know. Is it just me? Am I just hating on their relationship? I don't know. But something don't seem right. Anyway, all of this is just my opinion when it comes to this situation. I just wish people would leave Teyana Taylor alone because honestly, y'all, this woman, she really do. She just be minding her business. She's not one of these messy celebrities where she's online, she's spilling all of her business, she's telling all of her problems. Like, she's not like those celebrities. It's just she's attached to a man that is just not happy where he is in life, and he's not happy. He hasn't been happy for a while. Probably has everything to do with his career, and he's just not handling it well, and he's wanting to use her as like this punching bag for how his life is going instead of taking accountability for how his life is going. And so he looks at her and sees how everything is going well for her, and then he just gets mad, you know? And so I just feel like that's the situation that's really going on. But give Teyana Taylor grace. Like, if you want to know, like, why you feel like, you know, she's kind of bigging this man up, she's still protecting this man and everything like that, it's really her kids. It's really, she keeps saying I'm protected. It's really the children, y'all. It's really the children. Because if you read some of the court documents and things that she was going through, she was married to a child. Like, every time he would go out and do something, she would clean it up. She was like the cleanup lady, even in the marriage. Now, I do feel like some of that had to do with how she wanted her image to look to the public. But then also, I also feel like it was like a combination of things. It was like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, where it was like, okay, this helps my image, but also this protects my children. This also helps me in business and helps me within my career. And so she's just a well-rounded woman. When you're dealing with a well-rounded woman, she's going to operate like this. And I don't really think it has anything to do with wanting to be seen as like perfect or anything. I just feel like she's just a well-rounded woman. She knows how she wants to represent herself publicly in her career and when it comes to her family because of her kids as well. So it makes sense to me. But y'all let me know what you think. Like I said, all of this is just my opinion. It's just my 2 cents. But let me know. And I'll catch y'all in my next one. Thank you for joining me so late. I appreciate it. Because I was like, should I do this late or not? But I took a nap. I woke up and I was like, I still want to talk about this. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. To my mods that did show up, I appreciate you for tuning in. You really didn't have to. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. And good morning to those that are watching this, the replay. Good morning to y'all. Good afternoon. Have fun.